Welcome to the First Choice.
Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. And yeah, so you're the traitors. You're the traitors. You betrayed us to go live in a country and be free from our tyranny, blue collar. Screw you.
Wolverines.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you want to come on? Do you want to come on, blue collar? I'll send you the link, man. No problem, man. I didn't know you had seen it. Yeah. So yeah, come on, man. So yeah, it's not to purpose. How you doing? And right now, this week, me and Emperor Goodwin, and hopefully Inside Man, if you can make it, we'll be talking about the 2017 comedy satire on the death of Stalin, which pretty much tells the true story, but in a very sort of like weird kind of, with a weird kind of sense of humor that definitely does, with an approach that does definitely think outside the box here as well. And it's directed and written by Immando Innucci, and it stars a really good cast of Michael Palin, Jeffrey Tambor, Jason Isaacs, and Steve Buscemi. And God, this movie, it's this probably is I think this is one that gets overlooked a little bit, especially from a few years back as well. And I don't know about you. Do you think this one got overlooked a little bit, despite how good it was?
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, it was kind of an indie film, so it didn't get big press to begin with. But I think it built a cult following pretty quick. Now did it kind of go mainstream? I don't think it's really done that yet. But I mean, you just have such a great. Can remember Patty Considine is in this. As the director, the radio guy for the symphony. The pianist is sadly ended up in some Marvel movies, and I apologize for her downfall. But the thing about the movie is it generally, so the timelines are generally correct.
It's very condensed, isn't it? A lot of stuff happened probably months on end, while this condenses it down to like a few days, doesn't it?
Yeah, just basically around the song. But I mean, as hilarious as some scenes are, I mean, it still carries like a darkness to it, because these people are fucking monsters.
I mean, and I know, because you kind of left right. Who do you want in power? Do you want Khrushchev in power or Beria? It's like you've got the monster, and you've got someone who's less of a monster.
Yeah.
He was still as bad though. He was very complicit in a lot of crimes in real life, and even tried to shrug a lot of responsibility as well for some of the stuff he's been responsible for.
Yeah, I mean, they're all monsters. Otherwise, they wouldn't have survived. With Stalin. But just that kind of, the writing for this is genius, because there's this kind of balance of absurdist comedy given what's going on, and then the dark shit that they're actually referencing, and then they're not like veering away from it. I mean, Beria is very clearly shown as the sex predator he was.
He was, yeah. Oh, yeah, and he is actually very scary, despite the fact he's played in some kind of comedic style as well. Because he still presents as a threat. He's still very conniving. He has information on everyone, doesn't he? He can use it against them whenever he chooses. And the moment he sits behind Stalin's desk while his unconscious body is on the floor, you can really see it's like, this might be my time.
Yeah.
I can feel it. You know, it's and it's all said visually, and the
Yeah.
actual playism really does sell it, and it's such a weird sort of approach as well. I mean, because no one speaks in Russian accents, but everyone just speaks in different dialects of English, don't they? Like you got the
Yeah.
Yorkshireman with Zukov, and you got you know, Khrushchev playing an American, but because it's kind of like another take on the fact that the Soviet Union was so big and expanded. It wasn't just in Russia; it was in Georgia, Siberia, you know, and Lithuania.
Yeah, well, and if you remember, Stalin early on was kind of the czar of ethnic issues. You know, he's Georgian. He's not Russian.
Yeah, it was
You
yeah, it
know,
was
yeah,
Georgia. Yeah, around about
and
like
so
yes.
so having all of these different people from all over the Soviet Union, the if they did it in Russian, we wouldn't know the difference between accents, right? So instead, you do it in English and do it in identifiable you know, dialects that we would pick up and go, oh, these people are all from different places and
Yeah.
different social status.
And it does kind of make it a bit funnier as well when the way maybe because of the delivery of the dialogue as well. Because, like you said, you've got this really dark shit going on, like innocent people getting executed, everything. I mean, I mean, they killed doctors, so you know, because you know, apparently he presents a threat to them, doesn't he? Now, is you know, they've outlived their uses, execute them now, and yeah, you even and it does highlight the fact that Barrier was assaulting little girls as well, and making parents comply by accepting the flowers, otherwise they would get executed.
Yeah.
It's madness, absolute
Yeah,
madness.
and it's hilarious that Stalin, you know, oh, we need a doctor. Well, he executed all the good ones
I
because
know.
he was busy
Yeah.
doing a purge, right? It's like this isn't the first time Stalin has screwed himself by having a purge. You know, he purged the military right before World War II. The invasion of Finland got a bit dicey for him because there weren't any senior officers anymore. They killed them all, I think the Molotov is probably one of the most interesting characters in this. I mean, the actor that they got for Beria, even though he's physically totally different than Beria, it's because he can deliver that menace that he works so well. And Molotov with Michael Palin. Michael Palin is just kind of, you know, playing this he's playing an idiot, but he's not. Molotov was always smart. Molotov was also smart enough to act dumb and do anything that Stalin said, right? He would make no decisions
Yeah, that's
without
it. I mean,
Stalin.
a lot of them are weasels. They're total weasels. The guy who plays Vasily, he gets it damn right as well because he was a drunken embarrassment and he was
Yeah.
always, you know, ranting and you know, acting like a total idiot. And the guy and the woman who play, and Andrea Rasenbauer, if I'm pronouncing the name right, who plays Svetlana, she is definitely more of her mother because she does make a reference about her mum offing herself as well because apparently her mum did not realize all the heinous stuff Stalin had did, like the Holodomor, and when she found out, yet she took the gun, she put the gun to herself.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
I think if you're looking for a really good treatment of Stalin and his rise and then rule and all that, there was a made for HBO movie called Stalin.
Yeah, with Robert Duvall. I need to watch that.
Yes, yeah, and
Mm,
he is fantastic, and I'm pretty sure you can find that on YouTube
yeah.
because it's about impossible to find on HBO.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's I don't know. I think Immando Innucci is kind of a socialist as well in real life. Like mostly he's British comedy writers, but the thing is, like, he does a good job of highlighting the ridiculous and the downright insanity of violent insanity of socialism, which in the form of the Soviet Union.
Yeah, well, certainly Stalinism, right? And they'll go, no, 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 it wasn't done right. If only we could just do it right.
Yeah,
Everything would
that's
be
always
fine,
the
right?
case,
Yeah.
isn't it? But it's like, well, it's happening now in Venezuela and China. It's like, yeah, that's still not done right, though. I
No,
mean,
no, no. It's
no.
just the wrong people. Again, if we were in charge, then everything would be great. Oh, okay, yeah. But
I
yeah,
know.
there's the you have the. I mean, the loss of people. You know, when they're coming over the bridge. You know, for Stalin's funeral, the common people. And you end up losing like 1,500 people, right? It's almost like Stalin had to get his last butcher's bill in, even though he was dead, but he still manages to kill 1,500 people, right? Because and most of those people were killed by the crush of the crowd. They weren't shot.
Yeah, it's because it does do a lot of fictionalization as well, doesn't it? As well, like because I'm trying to. Sorry, something escaped my mind. Now I had something, and now it's gone as well. But that's the thing. Most of these, like Malenko is kind of like this sniveling, indecisive, weak-minded guy, and he probably was. But he was kind of smart at his job. That's why Stalin hired him. But here is he's kind of like the weak guy that Beria manipulates, isn't he? So
Yeah, well, I
mm,
mean, Molotov is the direct. I mean, he's directly under Stalin, right? He would be next in
mm,
line. So of course, Stalin is going to get somebody that can't actually do the job. He doesn't want a threat underneath him, right? So he kind of gets this weak guy, and you see, so Molotov used to be in that role and was actually demoted. But
yeah,
but
he seemed to have a bit of animosity towards Molotov. He had already arrested his wife as well, and he suspected that there was kind of like something going on that he was paranoid about. But there was a lot of theories on that, though.
yeah, and the thing is, Molotov is he well, as with all things Stalin, you didn't have to do anything. He just decides to do it either because of malice or because he's trying to terrify others.
Mm.
And if he's in the middle of doing a purge, nothing will cause the sphincters to pucker amongst the elites than if he gets Molotov, one of the longest serving and most loyal to Stalin, right? And so if Stalin takes him out, then they're like, okay, anybody's on the chopping block. And
Yeah, no,
that was his point. That was Stalin's point. It was terror.
yeah, and that was one of the things that they fictionalized as well in this movie, where he's kind of berating her as well. She's a traitor. She was guilty. Blah blah blah. But in real life, he actually still loved his wife and was still, I think he was still fighting for her innocence. Maybe I might be wrong on that information, but once
I
again,
think I
it
think he was
definitely
I think
changed
he
it.
was fighting to have her pardoned or something like that. But
Mm,
it would be a death sentence for him to disagree with her the court findings, that she did these things. It's why he keeps mouthing them, even
mm.
when she shows up, and he's like, oh my goodness. But then as soon as he's like with other people, well, it was perfectly, because that's how they've been trained, right? There's no objective reality. There's only whatever is useful in the moment, and whatever the party says is correct is what's correct.
Yeah, and this was the thing that was indoctrinated in the public as well, because even people who were prisoners who got sent to the gulags were kind of thinking, oh well, I must have said something wrong, and even Polina is saddened that the guy who had her thrown in the gulags to be executed is dead, and it's like that's how far the indoctrination goes. And
Yeah,
this was what Solzhenitsyn called the loyalists.
yeah,
And yeah, it's that, and the fact that this was going on for so many decades as well, and a lot of people didn't find out until like decades later. Maybe there was a
yeah.
few.
I
Mm,
mean, the thing is, I think they did know. It was that they couldn't say it. Solzhenitsyn's "Live Not by Lies" really kind of points that out. That the way that they corrupted you is they made you, out of fear, lie about what you actually knew to be true. And you also have a segment that they know things are going on, but they believe that Stalin doesn't know.
I know.
Right.
And
It's
then
it's it's Comrade Stalin doesn't know. Tell him. And I was like, who the fuck do you think signed this shit? Ain't nobody going against Stalin's orders. Crazy.
And not only that, we had to both our nations, both our countries had to work with him to stop Hitler. And
Yeah.
I know, but we had one guy who was against that as well. That was Patton, because he was like, no, the real enemy was the Russians, and he was kind of right. He wasn't totally wrong there.
I think Patton was fine to go, no, they're our allies until they're not. Okay, we used them to defeat them, and now let's just go ahead and get this done, because we're gonna have to be here at some point anyway.
Yeah, do you think Patton got killed just because he was speaking out against the Russians or something? Because I don't
No,
know.
I think shit happens in war and
Mm,
in areas that are occupied, and it's almost like the ultimate irony that he just gets hit by a car, and there you go. But also, I don't think Patton could have survived politically, in a post-World War II environment, much like you saw.
No. He loved war too much. He loved it too much. He was a soldier.
Yeah.
That's it. Born and bred. But we'll talk about that later. I want to talk about Pan. That's a fucking good movie. But
hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Josh C. Scott really is way too gruff voice to be playing him, because when you watch real footage of him, he's kind of got this. It's like, I'm General Patton, and we're going to kick some ass.
Yeah,
you know,
it's kind of a high effeminate voice. Yeah,
but God, this movie though, it's if you want to know everything about communism in such a short time without having to flip through pages and pages of all 3 volumes of the Gulag Archipelago or Gulag or anything like that, then yeah, this movie will definitely do a good job of highlighting it as well, while also, delivering some really dark laughs. And it never seems like it's mocking the very people suffering. It's more like mocking the absurdity of the fact that these people actually had some power over the people. These idiots.
Well, it's the madness of the society at the upper levels, right? Which then bleeds down. I mean, you have that at Stalin's Dachau when they're cleaning out all of the staff, and the guy that was busy shooting them then probably gets shot. Right? You just never know. I mean, the guys that are too afraid to leave their post, and then they get noticed by someone, and they're like, "Oh shit, we're dead." Right? It's just, that's all it takes. When they go to get the conductor from his house, in the middle of the night. And by the way, the NKVD is busy rounding everybody up, and he's like, "Oh my God, here we go! They're getting me!" And they're like, "No, we just need you. You're the best, nearest conductor." And so here we go. But yeah, can you imagine the underwear soiling you would have had when that knock came at the door?
I know. I mean, fucking hell. I mean, we've got people just getting dragged out we've got cancer patients being dragged out just for leaving an offensive tweet, and it's like, what the fuck, man? This is how. The fact that this kind of indoctrination can still go on, even though there's this whole history of this kind of thing, but they are learning
the son that turns into the father.
Yeah, it's
right at the beginning, and then Dad comes home, and oh boy, I bet that was a spicy conversation afterwards when Beria empties the cells, and the dad whose son pointed him out to the NKVD comes back.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing.
You're like, oh boy.
Yeah, fucking a few years back during the pandemic, Boris Johnson actually tried to encourage people to report their family members if they're acting outside of the draconian measures.
Oh, we had that as well.
Yeah, no, that's like fucking hell. That is proper. That is definitely Stasi. Communistic stuff. Yeah,
some Stasi level stuff. But so the few times that we had people actually set up some phone lines, okay, we'll take any report. Oh, we were trolling the hell out of those lines. Oh, we were calling in with all kinds of crazy shit, and they had to take them down because it was just not useful.
Yeah, I will say this though, even though we've got these horrible socialists in fucking charge of England now, people are seeing through it a lot more, because let's not forget the Soviet Union went on for decades and people were still believing, no, this is the way things are. You say anything wrong about our beloved tyrants, I mean our beloved leaders, you deserve to be shot. But
well, I think it's because they, the thing about the Soviets is they had total control of the media. What you see and hear. The Soviet people, they didn't have the benefit of Twitter or hopping online and seeing, what's really going on, or at least alternate voices. There was only one voice, and it was the party in the Soviet Union.
Yeah, no, I mean, our leaders couldn't control their fucking bladders anymore. They couldn't. I know, but we're seeing through it, and it's looking like fucking nature is healing. Where loads of people are just waking up to this bullshit. So Admiral T for $1 super sticker. Thank you very much, sir. Nice one, man. Hey, Admiral Teague, man. If you want to jump on, let me know. Don't know if you've seen The Death of Stalin. I hope you have anyway. But share screen, and let's get the slides up. So yeah, it does start off with the concert, which apparently happened 10 or so years before Stalin died. So yeah.
But this actually happened.
I know. So yeah, it's so fucking crazy as well when you watch this, thinking, no way this happened. No, it did happen.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, yes, it did.
So yeah, you got Olga Kurilenko, who was Maria, the pianist as well, who had lost their family in the Holodomor back in the 20s, and anyone who doesn't know the history of that, do look it up. Though it's pretty fucking, it's nuts. It's almost, it's if you know about the Great Leap Forward, then you basically already know the Great Holodomor.
Yeah, the collectivization of agriculture, and this was
Yep.
my wife is her family's Volga German, and so they lost quite a few in the Holodomor. Only her grandfather from that side got out before things got nasty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Agreed. And that's fuck it. It's and it's crazy as well because Starmer was trying to do the same thing to our farmers, and it's like with the whole inheritance tax thing
well,
going on.
in Belgium, just trying to get rid of it because of McGreen, and no, we're gonna take farmland because somehow carbon bad. Okay, well, we'll see how that works out.
Yep. Well, let me get the slides back up. I do apologize. Where'd I go? Okay. Let's get this up. And
it took me a minute because it's been a couple of years since I saw this, and I'd forgotten that Patty Considine was actually the guy on the phone who's then desperately trying to get things put together. It was like, this is a little different than his more recent fare.
Yeah. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, how are you doing? Yeah, happy Friday. Fucking boiling. I don't know if it's boiling where you are, and then we'll take do leave a like, do leave a comment after this is over as well. It helps the algorithm, and if there's a hype button, do press it. To try and want to try and see if we can get this channel up to 2K subs before the end of the year, and Paddy Considine is he's basically just a little supporting role, isn't he? And it's because he's such a well-known actor now, isn't he? He's already done well with the Cornetto trilogy. He was fucking brilliant in Dead Man's Shoes. He's made appearances in the Bourne Ultimatum, and it's basically a more comical role as well. And he's basically this conductor who. He gets a call and he's told to ring back in 17 minutes, and because he starts arguing with this guy over some bullshit, it's like they start losing track of the 17 minutes, and it has to be on the dot as well, doesn't it?
Well, you don't risk it. I mean, it might be you might be okay with 18 minutes, but it's Stalin. You don't want to risk that at all.
I know, it's like the chick from FDBI Most Wanted, man, that was great in this. She's so, oh yeah, she is. Yeah. She deserved to much better in that fucking Bond movie as well. I think she had a really good storyline going on there as well. She was doing her best, but the fact is that script was getting written while they were filming it because of the writer's strike. So she didn't have a chance to show any potential whatsoever. But we're going back and forth as well. We can see these guys they're supposed to be the committee having this meeting, but we see Khrushchev is joking around about throwing is grenades to these prisoners in probably
Stalingrad.
Stalingrad. Yeah, no, and so he's obviously the Joker, and that's probably the reason why Stalin wants him around, because he's funny, and that's it. And when Stalin dies, he's not going to be useful anymore, isn't he? So he has to. So he's basically in a place of desperation, isn't he? He has to kind of,
I think. So Khrushchev. So I've actually met Khrushchev's son and spent a few hours talking with him.
Oh shit!
And the thing about Khrushchev is, so he was a political officer in Stalingrad, and saw some pretty hairy stuff there. And he's he's one of the ones that goes, you run with the rifle. When he gets shot, you pick it up and go, right, and making sure that everything's good. But he kind of moves up the ladder, doing kind of minor functionary roles, much like Stalin did. But Khrushchev has the good sense to act like he's competent but not smart, and always kind of the butt of the joke, right? Because he's kind of overweight, he's chunky boy, and so when Stalin finds this amusing, then he's going home at night, giving his wife notes on what worked and what didn't, so he doesn't, and making sure he doesn't repeat certain things and all that, right? I mean, it's this level of having to serve one personality, and that personality is a psychopath, and so insane that you have to put everything. It's also why Khrushchev, amongst the committee, nobody thinks that he's going to be the one that actually is in charge, because again, they think he's just a fat, funny person. Boy, are they wrong.
Yeah, and you can sort of see that Barry does not really like him either as well, because he's sort of trying to humiliate him a little bit as well, and he sort of shrugs it off, doesn't he? And them bumping together is kind of a nice little foreshadowing that they're gonna be rivals, aren't they, in the fight for power?
Yeah, everybody has to please the boss, and but yeah, here we go, and you can tell that they're not fans of each other, really.
Yeah, I would love to have seen Stalin as a YouTuber. It'd be great with Hassan Piker or fucking Grace Randolph or some shit like that. He would. Have
you ever heard some of his radio addresses?
I've not heard them. No, I've not. I need to check him out.
Stalin is not a persuasive speaker. He talks like this, very slow, and it's he was actually embarrassed because he had a Georgian accent. So he didn't sound Russian. So
there's always something. There's always some kind of insecurity about these tyrants, though, isn't there? Like it's kind of like Kim Jong Il wearing platform shoes because and having his hair so high because he was so fucking short.
Yeah,
and I really want to check out his movies. I need to check out the movies that he directed.
The ones that he kidnapped South Koreans to direct and star in. Yeah.
Oh man, and Stalin himself was a big film buff because they're all because you see later they're all tired now. They want to get the fuck home. They're a little bit drunk, and he's like, let's go watch a cowboy movie, and he doesn't watch it, and he's in the room, asking for a recording of the concert as well, which puts I think the character's name is Andreev, who's underneath more pressure as well to do this ridiculous thing of getting people off the fucking streets just because they're
gonna have an audience because the acoustics will be wrong if it's an empty theater.
And they're stuck down watching this film. They've probably watched thousands of fucking times.
Reciting it by memory.
Fucking Hitler as well. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, both these tyrants were not originally from the country they ruled, did they? I mean,
no.
I know, so that's crazy. That and
well, the funny thing is that like people that are adjacent to, right, we kind of share the culture, but we're the lesser figure or whatever. Often they are more hardcore believers in whatever big thing is than the natives. You get people in that they're not from here, but trust me, they're more Venezuelan than any Venezuelan. They're more Russian than any Russian. That kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger is more American than the Americans because he blew shit up, didn't he? He blew shit up in the 80s.
Well, I mean, there's a reason he left Germany, or Austria to come to the U.S. Because that was where he had the opportunity. And it's bought in.
Yeah, that's why I felt so let down when he said wear your mask and screw your freedoms. Because wait, didn't you fucking leave Austria because of socialism and you came to America because of capitalism so you could make something of yourself?
But I made made something, and I was in politics, so now I'm just a tool like everybody else.
Yeah, bet he was a better speaker. He would have made an awesome YouTuber.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that the guy who owns the concert as well, he's kind of becomes a little bit of a dictator himself. It's like sit down and you won't get fucking shot. Don't you fucking defy me. This is a musical emergency. As soon as he said that, I fucking pissed myself laughing.
I mean, it is for him.
But these people are just tired now. They've sat fucking God knows how many hours listening to this music. The conductor's tired as well, and the fact that there's a chance he could get shot if he doesn't exhaust the hell out of himself just to do this recording is just once again it's a great visual representation of what was going on, and the
paranoia,
right?
Because when she brings up, he was like, he says something like even Stalin would hear the difference, and she's like, even Stalin. what do you mean by that? And he's like, what? No, I mean, whatever. She's like, well, I hope that wasn't recorded or whatever. And they're all looking around, and then they're just,
Yeah, for books.
Stalin has the best ears everywhere, you know, and all that. And he gets so worked up, he knocks himself out on the fire bucket.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing is you didn't know where are the microphones, you know, who is the informer. You know, there's just this paranoia, that's constant paranoia. And whenever, you know, Stalin,
yeah,
exactly. When you know, Stalin is like the eye of Sauron. You know, when he gazes at you, oh shit, no good comes of this, right? And he's now cast his gaze on these people.
I know, because I was reading about you know, people being informants. Sometimes it would be your friend, your neighbor. Sometimes it would be someone you didn't know, but they would just walk up to you and say, "Hi, remember me?" And people would be too polite to say, "No, I don't know who you are." And you know, they'd be trying to fish information out of you as well, wouldn't they?
Or they just want a better apartment, and if you get removed, then everybody kind of moves up the ladder, right?
I know.
I mean, or it could be, you know, your kid, because, you know, they went to the communist youth, you know, camps and you know, became zealous true believers, and oh no, here we go.
Yeah, no, they'd be hiding in pubs as well, overhearing people, and sometimes it would just be people who
they make shit up.
I know, yeah, make shit up as well.
Or again, you're busy getting your ass kicked in you know, the bottom of a prison. You know, give us some names, sure. You know, what names would you like to hear? I'll give them all to you, right? And so yeah, it's totally disconnected. But it was Stalin, especially during the show trials. You know, it was weaving this vast conspiracy. And when you don't have any other news outlet or you know, and you really can't talk to anybody else because, oh my gosh, they might be the traitor, or they might see me as a traitor, or whatever, right? This is the only thing that you know. You know, the paranoia seeps in. That's what Stalin wanted. He wanted a paranoid society.
Oh yeah, I fucking agreed, man, as well. So obviously she's not keen on doing it, but they must do it as well. And so he bribes her with like 20,000 rubles. Yeah. And he faints and just fucking bangs his head on that fucking fire bucket. And
yeah, because while they're having this conversation, he's still over there working himself up into a lather over the idea that he may have been recorded saying something vaguely bad about Stalin, and he just hyperventilates and passes out.
Yeah, so they're in a bit of a pickle as well. They got to look for audiences as well, and obviously these people are getting you know, the kid sort of points out to his dad as well to get taken in by the NKVD. And yeah, this, like we said earlier, this conductor is like telling his wife, "All right, tell him everything you say.
Yeah,
say
anything.
Say everything you need. Yeah, say anything you need." And you know, it was like he was happy to have his wife give him up and say, "Yeah, he did this bad thing as well, just to keep her out of prison." So,
right.
Yeah, noble man. But thankfully, it turns out they just needed conductor Dortley. So, yeah, and apparently they did. In real life, he'd get matched down to the concert in his pajamas, and
yes, yes, you're the best nearest conductor, I believe was the compliment he gave him, and I was like, well, I think one of those are true.
Yeah, so yeah, that's fucking funny, man. Alexander Nevsky had scenes put out of order because Stalin had approved after watching a preview. No one dared to put the reels in the proper sequence.
Yep.
Man.
Nobody makes a decision without Stalin.
Yeah. So obviously they're finally allowed to leave, aren't they? And you see that barrier as well. Just says, "I put you on the list. It'll be easy for you to drive your car into a river." Yeah,
with Molotov.
Yeah, so it's like the fake smiles as well. The fact that these people are basically just having to put up with each other. They don't like each other, and but you know, because that's the thing. No one really likes each other. They're just putting up with each other because survival, status, etc.
Because the boss wants them, you know, to be on the committee. So okay, we're definitely not going to in any way, you know, defy the boss or act like we don't like this because it was his choice. So it must be correct.
Yeah. So we're seeing just what kind of a monster is, and look at these hallways as well. They really do look like the kind of places you'd get tortured in as well. It looks, if you watch this without sound and you just saw these shots, you'd think this was from a genuine drama depicting something horrible.
Yeah.
So Immando Innucci's done a good job as well, still capturing the realism, despite the fact it's kind of got this more out of thinking outside of the box sense of humor there. So
Yeah, it's this dark humor, but again, it would be hard to do that. I mean, imagine somebody trying to do something like this, but dealing with the concentration camp,
yeah,
right?
no, I mean that would be really fucking harsh as well.
Yeah,
'Cause, I know.
but this is the level of depravity that's going on in this entire society. You know, you have millions of people killed, and just we'll just pick them up and Beria being a predator. Um, I mean, he brags about like the wives will do anything to keep their husbands alive.
Yeah, I got to thank I got to thank the Soviet Union for providing me women and a shitload of sewing machines. So
Yeah, there we go.
I know. So they finally done the concert as well. The fact that they've had to round up a load of people off the streets as well just to fill the acoustics. I like his line is like, I don't think these people have ever heard of Mozart. But
Yeah.
he gets some good lines, Paddy Considine down as well, because he finally hands them the record as well. Sorry for the delay. You know, I had to get a nice little white cover for it, and then Olga Maria shows up as well, wanting to slip a note in, and it's like this is unauthorized narcissism.
Narcissism. Yeah. Well, but I mean, there's a great scene prior to that where he's like, okay, we're gonna do it again, and you will applaud, and people just start applauding, and then the guy stands up, and then everybody stands up. I mean, that's things that happened, at meetings. Stalin would travel around on trains to visit local, political commissars and committees, and the applause would go on for like 30 or 40 minutes. People were afraid to say, you don't want to be the first one.
I read
to
about that. I read about
Yeah.
that as well. It's kind of part of legend as well, communist legend, and a good example that sort of highlights more insanity of socialism itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's just again the fear that everybody has. They don't know what's right or what's wrong. Well, the only thing that's right or wrong is what the party, i.e., Stalin, says, and that can change at any moment.
No, agreed. And the fact this is still kind of been going on as well in Venezuela as well. I don't know if it's still happening, even though Trump has arrested the actual guy in charge. But I really loved how the left were just like, oh my God, they kidnapped this leader. How could he? This is a war crime he's done. But people were fucking celebrating. The guy was a fucking tyrant.
Yeah.
I forgot the guy's name, but he was a tyrant. Trump did
well,
the right
I mean,
thing.
Chavez before him was a piece of shit as well. But I mean, you have Cuba is still under communist rule.
I know. I mean, years after Fidel Castro's death as well. It's
yeah. Well, Raul is still around, so you got that going for you. And China is for all of its progress that it made under Ding, she is taking them back to a more Maoist kind of society.
Oh yeah, he's definitely fucking Chairman Mao Part 2, isn't he? Really,
Mm-hmm.
I know. But yeah, it's I don't even know if China's waking up from it now after, because they went hardcore in the pandemic. I mean, they really shut everyone in as well. Like people were starving because the deliveries weren't being made in time because and they couldn't use. I don't know. There was a lot more pressure built down there. They were stricter than our country as well.
Yep.
But still no word on whether China's waking up from that shit, but I highly doubt it. Maybe because the indoctrination has been so powerful for the last 60, 70 years, maybe they're probably maybe done for.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that you always do is much like we see in this movie, where the idea of the external threat, right? That's always how you play the patriotism kind of thing, or the we're oppressed and it's bad here, but these bad guys are coming, and you see it with China and Taiwan, and they're starting to mouth things about the U.S., but I think they're more focused because again, it's well, this thing it's a blemish, and so pride takes over, so that'll distract you from what's going on internally, the same way that the Soviets did with the Great Patriotic War with the Germans, and then later the imperialist, capitalist swine are doing that. I mean, you see Vasily, the idea they have an American machine that's going to insert American ideas into his dad's brain.
Yeah, that's
Right?
yeah, he was a fucking nutcase. I love the actor who plays Vasily. Like, he's just so good. He cracks me up every time he fucking shows up. His
yeah.
So the name is Nicolas Maduro.
Maduro.
Yeah. So he moves from Venezuela to New York. I think he was rewarded with a better address for all the problems he caused. So technically, he's now my neighbor. It's like, well, it is run by a socialist named Mandini. So,
Unfortunately, he's in federal prison. And so he may want to make sure that he's not in the Epstein cell. That could be a problem.
I'm sure he's much more comfortable with the current mayor of New York City. Yeah, probably is. But so obviously, even though they get it recorded as well, but because it's late, the delay has been logged. So yeah, he's in trouble fucking anyway, isn't he? I mean, I know. But luckily, this might be Andrea's lucky night. So they take it, and I love how Stalin's like, "What you take yourself like fucking walk here,
fucking walk here."
So we got to comment on the fact he speaks with a Cockney accent, like because he speaks more like a Cockney gangster, doesn't he? Because he was a mobster. He was like a fucking robber, everything, extortionist, racketeering.
Yep.
So that is bang on. That is very clever.
Yeah, and again, I mean, he's lowborn. His dad was a cobbler. He's Georgian. So yeah, the Russians are much more the elites, and they look down on him. And so yeah, it makes sense that he would be low class from an accent standpoint, and brusque and a bit of a gangster.
And so this is another thing that was kind of fictionalized as well, because the note says, "I hope you burn in hell. I hope you die, you tyrant." And but in real life, she was it was much more passive as well, saying, "I hope you live a long life." Something very safe, and that didn't sound very aggressive. But either way, he has this cerebral hemorrhage, and he falls down. And because he was told he ordered his guards not to interrupt him no matter what.
Yep.
They leave him. They leave him to piss and shit on the floor. It's while unconscious. So
yeah. Well, I mean, he was. In reality, it was like 2 days before they actually went in to disturb him, because they were all so terrified.
I know. And the way it's shot as well, it's got that big wide shot with the soldiers saying, what you were checking is like, listen, shut the fuck up. Do you want to get shot?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the delivery as well. It's a very serious line, but it's funny the way it's delivered. I don't know how. It's
the absurdity of this life. When you look at it and go, well, that's just crazy. But when you think about it, you're like, oh, that's some dark shit. Right?
It is, yeah.
Live in that kind of terror all the time.
Yeah. So Stalin robbed banks when he was young. Bolshevik funded. Yeah, because and the thing is, our government's trying to do what the Bolsheviks have been trying to do with pubs as well, because the Bolsheviks were trying to sort of shut down pubs or discredit pubs as well, because it was a place where people could speak openly as well. And our government's been trying to do that as well, banning smoking, everything. They even tried to with the pandemic as well, because it was okay to go in a supermarket full of people. Yeah, it wasn't okay to sit in a pub with people.
Nope.
It's I know.
Well, it's kind of like here, where no, we can't gather. You can't go to funerals. You can't be with your loved ones as they die or whatever. Oh, but we're having a protest. Okay, well now that's so great.
Yeah. Oh, you're fucking smashing down buildings because of racism. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine.
That's fine.
Yeah. So he's beating up this guy, he's torturing this guy as well before he gets the news, and he's like, "Don't worry, he is full of blood anyway." So he hears that Stalin is unwell, and he gets the name of the guy. He stutters, calling Smirnoffs, and this guy's not. He's not going to have a bright future anytime soon.
Don't get noticed.
I know. So they're going through the notes again from last night, and it's like, Jesus Christ, what was that stuttering? It's like, this is your drunken nonsense. Don't blame me.
Exactly, It's like, what is this Molotov? CHHHH?
I know. Steve Buscemi's always a fucking winner as well. He's basically playing Steve Buscemi, playing Khrushchev, but it's right for the role though, isn't he? He's kind of a little bit. He's a very seemingly insignificant guy, but it turns out he may not be as insignificant. He knows where the bodies are buried as well, doesn't he? He knows.
Yeah, you really see the switch when when he is taking over. You know, and that, you know, he presents himself before as, again, he's kind of the fool, you know, and I don't know what we're gonna do, and the playing politics, you know, it's not really going well right up until it is.
Yeah, COVID gave us Saga King, bringing your pet on screen in FaceTime calls and McD's deliveries. I need to watch fucking Saga King again. I don't know if did they do a sequel, a part 2 documentary on it, because that was a fucking mad documentary.
I think they did. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah. Also, it brought us TV broadcasters who accidentally left their sex toys on their bookshelves.
Yeah, I was fucking class that as well. I saw another one as well. I mean, because when you watch the BBC News as well, you see the newscasters and you can see a lot of people on computers as well behind them. And someone noticed some guy was watching porn on their computer as well. It's I thought,
well, as one does, yes.
Yeah. So, all right, shut up, man. I hope you're doing okay, man. So. But unfortunately, he gets the news as well, and he's like, pass me the pants. And he decides to put it over his pajamas as well, because any delays taking off could mean trouble as well. Because if Stalin is unwell but still alive and he didn't get there in time, he's going to get shot. Because,
And if he's late and you know, somebody else gets there and the plotting starts without him, he can be behind, which can end up with him getting shot.
Yeah.
Again, so, all of these little things in your life are life and death situations.
I know, it's because he's in a more desperate position as well. He's there because he's funny, but that's not going to work with anyone else. That's definitely not going to work with Beria as well, who was definitely the puppet master to Malenko as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So obviously he's delaying the doctor as well, because I think it is because he sees this as a way that maybe he can get rid of him and insert his power a little bit more as well, because he starts going through his desk and getting the list as well. And
this is hilarious.
It is.
The have to go through, to get 3 different keys, right? Okay, I have to use this key to get this key, to then get this key, to then get this key. And I was like, did Bethesda write this or what? I mean, this is a video game, the world's worst fetch quest.
I know it's, but once again, it shows the sort of power, because I think Stalin was paranoid as well, didn't he?
God,
so he was always, because the amount of fucking enemies he was making, sometimes over the stupidest, most trivial shit as well. Because this is why power can corrupt men. I mean, men cannot handle power. Power is like a drink, and there's only a few men who can handle it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like money. It amplifies whatever you are, for good or ill. And those things that you can kind of suppress because you don't really have the opportunity. Now you do. Let's see, where you're going with that. But yeah, Stalin was always because he was deformed. He had a club foot. He had kind of a misshapen arm, and so he wasn't allowed in the military, and he was very self-conscious of that.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, because they always do have these little insecurities as well. Like it's like, I don't have a big nose. Okay, I have a very normal nose. All right, shoot this guy. Yeah. So yeah, Simon Russell Beale, who's plays Beria as well. I mean, great actor as well. He's got a big head full of hair in real life, apparently. So who knows? Unless it's a wig, but
no, you can tell that he cut his hair, because the lines are like cut lines, not the normal way that you kind of go bald, where there's little wisps, kind of lead in on the edges. But my God, he is so good at doing both the comedic timing stuff, but also when he gets menacing, holy shit, does he get menacing?
I know. I mean, he really does capture this, this powerful presence as well. Even though he kind of plays him a little bit bumbling as well, doesn't he? And a little bit petty, especially when it gets to the end, when after all the innocent people get killed trying to mourn Stalin, and you can sort of see the pressure is starting to build on him a little bit now as well.
Well, he knows how everybody else is thinking, right? He knows that, okay, you're trying to set me up. Hell no, you're not doing that.
Yeah, House of Cards and Veep and a Mary Whitehouse experience. I've not seen Veep, though. I might check it out. I kind of like Julia Louis-Dreyfus's comedy as well. She's a very funny woman.
It's a bit more heavy-handed politics than I liked. But
and I have watched a little bit of the thick of it. I've not seen every episode, but fuck me, man. Peter Capaldi on that show, man. He is a downright beast in that one. He's a horrible person, but God, is he fun to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've kind of got this ridiculous thing. It's like, will you just get the bloody book? What, I can't reach, just drop it. It's like, And this is the bit as well. Once again, no words are said. You can see in his eyes, he wants that power. You know, he's been dying for this power for a long time. And you can sort of see he's been 12 steps ahead for many, many years as well. It's almost like he's just been waiting for everything to fall into place for this to happen. You know, not executing Polina when he was supposed to. You know, he's kept her on ice.
Beria. I mean, Beria is he has his own, you know, army essentially with the NKVD. You know, and so he can, you know, and he knows all the secrets because that's his job. And you know, so he's definitely set himself up that absent, you know, Stalin having him killed. And oh, by the way, the reason Beria is in charge is that the former leader, the NKVD, was killed as part of the purge. So was the guy before him. So, you know, you're aware that you may be, you know, your expiration date may show up. But he has the ability to enforce his desires, at least within Moscow. Right. That's where the NKVD is. The most of, you know, the vast majority of them are. And again, he's aware of almost everything that's going on. So he has all these plots and all that. He's the one most likely to be able to take over, and does in real life, right? And then later they decide we've had enough of you, and they get rid of him.
Yeah, I think that might be why he decided to you know, close the borders during the funeral as well, because he could keep a lot of control. Yeah, so that does make sense as well. And it makes sense why Khrushchev wants to open it as well, just to sort of like make him lose a bit of that control. So,
Yep.
So that's one thing that did kind of have me questioning. So yeah, you've just established that and made so the performances from Jason Isaacs, Lucius Malfoy, Paul Whitehouse, and every fucking great British actor as well. And Jason Isaacs, God man, he's just so fun to watch. He is. So yeah, biggest accomplishment maybe looking almost exactly the same for 40. Yeah, fucking hell, she's in the 60s apparently. Damn man. So Malenko comes in as well, and he seems to be the one who's generally is a little bit upset, or is he? Because I know everyone else comes in as well, being all dramatic, don't they? But he's the one that does generally seem a little bit more loyal to Stalin as well, and he seems to be a little bit more what's the term? A little bit more
dumb.
Yeah. Dumb, yeah, because he's very simple-minded, isn't he? He's very weak-minded. He's, you know, he ruins the jokes as well by like, oh, it's the Grenadiers. Like, oh yeah, what about that guy? And he's like, are you really mentioning that fucking guy? Are you serious?
Yeah. Again, you're saying an unperson.
Yeah.
Right? No, by the way, that was the thing. That's what I love, the end credits where they're showing the pictures and they're erasing people out, because that shit had definitely happened. You know, it was this guy who was a member of like the original Leninist, you know, Bolshevik party that took over, and, you know, the revolutionaries and all that. And then, nope, we're getting rid of him. And then we just erase him from history. You can't say his name anymore. Right. And yeah, so then when Malenkov was like, yeah, but what happened to this guy? They're like, hold up. I'm sorry, did you say what?
I know. And it comes up later as well, which sets up Malenkov's eventual portrayal of Beria as well. So
yeah.
So obviously he's like the line is like, this guy is irreplaceable, but now I'm gonna have to take his place. It's like, but you said he's irreplaceable. Yes, but yeah. And he,
I mean, the role of the, you know, in the committee. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, the committee.
Yeah, I was just testing you.
Yeah. I love it later. He's like, is this another test?
I told you testing. Now you've been tested by a fucking loudmouth in pajamas. See. But I could just watch these idiots just bicker all day as well, and just call each other horrible names under the sun, because they're terrible, but they're so fun to watch because they're both kind of smart in their own way, but they're also dumbasses also. It's like, how the fuck did these guys ever, you know, gain any power or gain any status or social climbing? But of course, that's history as well. History can be much more absurd than fiction.
Well, and so many of these, I mean, the reason that they are in the position they are is because of Stalin. You know, it's through no accomplishment or, you know, or skill that they have. It's simply that Stalin says, yeah, that guy, he's not going to threaten me, and he amuses me, or whatever, right? I mean, Kaganovich is an old friend Stalin. And so that, that kind of matches up that he kind of, but again, can you imagine being like, oh, I was the long-term friend of Stalin, bruh, what's up with you?
But obviously, they kind of have this back and forth about getting the Doctor as well, and just leads to then you get the others coming in as well, and it's I love how Paul Whitehouse is like, "Where's the big man?" and the guy's like, "Am I late?"
Yeah.
But obviously, they got to get him into a bed as well, and they start lifting him as well. And one makes a comment about him being heavy, and then it's like, and I think it's Barrier that says, "Oh, he just made a comment about being heavy." It's like, "Oh, heavy's not bad. I mean, gold's heavy." It's like,
no, I mean, in a good way, yeah, like gold.
Yeah, the good way, yeah. Well, you should know. You were looting enough of it, you dirty pirate.
But that's the thing is that like their little snide jokes at each other are often really dark about the shit they've actually done.
I know. I mean,
it sounds hilarious, and then you think about it and go, "Oh, yeah, okay, that's not so good." There's really kind of multiple layers going on with this thing.
Yeah, no, it's what they don't say as well. There's a lot of subtext in everything they say, because that's the thing as well. Because they're all trying to sort of manipulate each other as well. They're trying to see who can they get on their side as well, because this is a power grab now, and they need to sort of try and outvote the other person, don't they? They need to get enough people on their side to outvote the whatever.
Right, but they also have to do it very indirectly in case Stalin recovers.
Yeah, no, because they still don't know what's happening yet, do they? But they obviously got to get the doctors because.
Well, no, we need a quorum.
Yeah.
We have to have a quorum of the committee to be able to get Doctor. Come on now.
Yeah, that's a bureaucracy as well, wasn't it, with the Soviet Union? So,
because if you make a decision, if that doesn't go well, that's on you.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing, anything bad happens, blame the other guy. That's.
But if you made the decision yourself, you're screwed. So if it's a committee, hey, you can't blame any one person. This is all of us. We all agreed.
Yeah. That's a good point now as well, Short Mats, as well. Every party member in turn kneels in the same puddle of Stalin case. So, yeah. But the thing is, all the good doctors are being fucking executed or thrown in the gulags because of some suspicion of collaborating with Jewish Zionists, and so now they got to get a bad doctor. It's like, what
was it? Ends up Zionist queer something, and I was just like, okay, this is whatever, sure.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter now, because if they get a bad doctor and Stalin recovers, I could just say it's a good doctor. If not,
then he's a good doctor.
Yeah.
If he dies, it's not Stalin's problem, so he can't do anything about it. It's win-win.
So they got to go to this woman who has all the information on all the doctors as well, and apparently is very good at fellatio as well.
Yes,
and if it fucks up, they can kill her, can't they?
Yeah. But also, she's the one that named all of the good doctors that got killed.
Yeah, so
right?
she's complicit in
Probably
his
because she was trying to move up, or again, it's just personal shit or whatever, right? You don't know, but yeah. All we have left are these incompetent ones. Like, you're not even a person; you're a testicle.
I know. I love how it just kind of highlights the arrogance of Barrier here as well, because he doesn't check if anyone's gone just yet, and he just whispers, "Sleep tight, old man. I'll take over." But in real life, apparently, he mocked him. He was like, "Yeah, fuck you, Stalin. Yeah, fuck you. I'm going to be in charge."
And that's when Stalin opened his eyes.
Yeah.
And Beria then dropped and kissed his hand and begged his apology.
I kind of get why they changed it as well. It's to kind of like give a bit of subtext as well, because because it's what they don't say that kind of makes it a bit more sinister, isn't it?
Yeah, it would have made. I mean, the reality would have made Beria look much weaker.
I know.
Part of the story is that you want Beria to be as menacing as possible.
Yeah, no, because he still is a little bit of a sniveling, conniving bastard, but he's still got that threat, hasn't he? He's still got that. He's still got that imposing presence. So
he seems like the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah,
right. I mean, he's manipulating everybody and all that stuff, right? And that's kind of the thing. But if you had him do the groveling like he did in real life, then that wouldn't be so great.
Yeah, and this is why I don't always mind it when they change things from facts, because that's the thing. It's dramatic license. If they think it helps the story, I'm all for it. That's why I'm all for Braveheart being historically inaccurate as fucking the Woman King.
Yeah.
It's probably more accurate than the Woman King anyway, because Jesus. Moving on, Jesus Christ. So, they're hunting the doctors, and the first thing he says is like, I could give you names.
Yeah, he's like, I don't even know these people when he gets thrown in with them.
But Khrushchev knows Barry is making his moves as well, so he has to act fast. And I don't know if he was kind of manipulating the minister here, saying, I always envisioned you to be the one in charge, not Malenko. Did he genuinely mean it, or was he just trying to sort of manipulate him to get him on his side?
No, because this is, if I remember, this is Kaganovich, right? So again, this is someone who has had a long relationship with Stalin, and so looking to go, no, I was thinking, because the thing is, you have to play this kind of double game of support someone who may
come on, people,
become in charge, but also attempt to get in charge yourself, right? And but there are definitely people you don't want, right? What's up, Common?
Because that's the thing. Now he's as we said before, he's in a desperate situation. He knows he's outlived his usefulness, so he has to get as many people on his side as possible as well. And he knows Malenko is a weak leader. He's easily manipulated by Beria, everything, and he's not. And I forgot the guy's name anyway. The minister is he's not keen on the faction. On causing division and anything, but it's like, well, what do you think's happening over there? And he points to Beria and Malenko as well, and it's like, while I pretend to pee, look at the guards, so he looks a bit uneasy. But
Beria goes like, when I pee, I piss on the guards.
Once again, it's funny, but they know they have to sort of get the kids on their side as well, and this is where we meet Svetlana as well, and it's like, oh, great, the race is on, right? I need you to do this, I need you to do that. And it's like, how can you run and plot at the same time? So they're all doing this fucking petty race to try and be the first ones to offer their deepest sympathies as well.
Well, again, it's anything, right? To get one up, because the little things that you kind of align for yourself right now are just going to be bigger when the time comes to have the power struggle. And you're just trying to get as many pieces in play for you as you can versus others.
And I think you mentioned earlier about halting the prisoners as well, an idea that gets stolen by Beria later on. So obviously he gets warned by Paul Whitehouse's character about careful, there's bears in there. There's a bear in there too. And this is where we meet Vasily as well, who's which apparently this did happen. He's the fucking hockey team died in a plane crash, and he had to.
We don't have plane crashes in the Soviet Union.
Stalin's son doesn't fuck up. It's
no, there are no plane crashes in the Soviet Union.
Yeah, so apparently this was something he covered up for his dad as well, because he, and obviously the team is being fucking shit as well. They aren't doing very well, and I like how he decides to take charge as well. He's like, fucking, go on, get it, kick him, put it in.
Yeah, exactly. Don't pay any attention to me as he skates right into the middle of him.
And I love it when the guards come to take him, and he's like, let go of me. I'll have my father shoot you, you ignorant prick. But God, it's so funny. It really is as well. And the thing is that they are acting it dead straight as well. I mean, this is how a fucking drunken, narcissistic Nepo baby would act as well. And but it makes it more funnier as well, because, like I said, sometimes real life is more absurd than fiction.
Yeah, because there's I mean, you have the thing with Svetlana and and Alexei, who was a boyfriend of hers that disappeared into the gulags. But there was also Stalin had another son that was out of wedlock, and he was captured during World War II, and the Germans offered to do a prisoner exchange, and Stalin said, "I have no son."
Shit, man. Because I think Svetlana was from his second marriage, was it?
Yeah, both Vasily and Svetlana are from the second wife.
Yeah. Also, there are no nuclear disasters in the Soviet Union.
Absolutely not. No,
Damn
there
right.
aren't.
Damn right. Damn right. And anyone who disagrees should be shot.
That's right.
So yeah.
Well, that's just they're spreading counter-revolutionary propaganda. You know, they're trying to undermine the faith of the Soviet people.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to work for the BBC. We're pushing the propaganda pretty well, aren't we? I think much better than they are. We're earning that fucking TV license money, us.
Yeah.
So pay us, fucking pay us.
We can find the counter-revolutionary wreckers.
Yeah,
Let's go. Yeah.
I can smear Tommy Robson more than you can.
Yes.
So yeah, they call the doctors, and she's like, Andrea Rosenbach, even though she's playing basically a straight character, is less of a monster than everyone else. Kind of the more nicer character in comparison. She gets some funny lines like saying they look like they come from a fucking mental patient. What they're gonna sing and dance, and I love how Barry as well is just so desperate to hear that Stalin just won't recover as well. He's because you can really see you can see his greed really getting to him as well, his ambition just sort of like showing just in this scene alone with no word said.
It's also the intimidation, right? These are just normal people. Siberia is going to be terrifying to them. And again, they are all terrified to say anything, right? You know, and oh my gosh, you know, you notice him. He's like, we as a group unanimously, much like the committee having to do stuff unanimously, right? It's trying to bury responsibility within a committee so that no one can be held to account and then be shot.
Oh, definitely agree. So he tells him about seminal hemorrhage. He kind of does the whole doctor mumbo jumbo thing as well, but he's like, say it straight. And she kind of just acts like a normal human being as well, who's who's hearing news that her fucking dad is about to die. And yeah, he's a fucking monster, but hey, daughter's still gonna love their dad no matter what. So yeah, cheers, man. $6.99 super chat for the TV license. Yeah.
You don't want the programming that common people will put on your TV. Yeah, you need to be
yeah. Funny we can get the fucking BBC to fund us. I mean, Jesus Christ. So, yeah. But after hearing that news, you can sort of see it's like, yes. So he moves fast as well. He starts moving his plan as well to halt all the to sort of like, you know, impose more control over the Red Army as well, and limit them to the barracks. And
the line he gives is cauterize Moscow.
Yeah,
right.
Cauterize Moscow.
Burn it off, right? You cut it off, and then the NKVD are going to take over because again, this is where he has power, and if you control Moscow, you pretty much control the Soviet Union.
So he's a smart guy. He was a very, very smart guy. I mean, he had his fingers in every single pie as well. I mean, he knew all the angles, and so. This is where Khrushchev is. He looks like he's ransacking, but he's looking for the vodka. And once again, she references her brother's alcoholism as well, and talks about a happy memory of him running this pig around the office. Yeah, riding a pig in the office, and a dad being mad. But
okay, I bet that was messy.
Yeah, I bet it was. Yeah, doctor was a translator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been in laws. He's one of those jobbing British actors who seems to pop up in a lot of British dramas.
Yeah, just a good character actor.
Yeah, I do like how Khrushchev is like, listen, I will be there to protect you from any harm. What kind of harm? I mean, who said about harm? It's like, yeah. And he just kind of puts his.
I just didn't want you were afraid. Well, I wasn't until you mentioned harm, and then. But it kind of shows how unaware of politics or how things are happening in the Soviet Union that she is.
Yeah, because she's kind of naive as well, isn't she? And,
right. Yeah.
I know. Plus, like I said, she's more of her mother's daughter, isn't she? Her mother was hated what Stalin had done after she found out, and then took her own life. So
yeah. But a lot of, I mean, she's because again, much like Vasily, they kind of live in this bizarre bubble, and they're protected by Stalin, but they're just unaware of what he's protecting them from, or how all of this is going to happen, how this is going to fall out. That they are useful tools, but they could also very easily be problems, and so will be eliminated.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you're only as good as your uses, aren't you?
Yeah.
And once again, we get more of these people just being fucking idiots because Stalin wakes up, doesn't he? And I love how they're just, he's like pointing, they think, oh, he's appointing his new his new leader, and then he points to the mirror. It's like, oh, maybe not.
Okay, maybe not.
Not
Maybe
the painting. Yeah, the painting.
He's
like,
the lamb.
Yeah.
The lamb.
And the milk is socialism.
Talking out of it. What an idiot.
Yeah, and the milk is socialism, and you're the tit. And get him a drink, but not from a horn, in a glass. And I love how Barry's dreams just seem to be shot as well. Like when he sees him recover, and there's like sometimes these things happen, and he's like, "Shit, I've just implemented all this power. Fucking Stalin's gonna live, and I'm gonna suffer through it as well. He's gonna have had me executed." But then he hears his dad, and it's like,
but the thing is, Barry, even in that moment, threatens the doctor.
He does, yeah. It's a very subtle threat.
Yeah.
So obviously they do the autopsy on his head, and once again they keep the minimal gore as well. And they couldn't use the respirator because it's American, and it's like, well, it was his idea, no, it was his. Yeah, pass the blame so you don't get killed.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love it. I mean, because that's what basically this movie is: pass the blame when something fucking goes wrong. You know, I'm manipulating you, but I'm not saying it outright. I hate you, but I'm not saying it out straight. You know,
right? I mean, all of these people are trained to not make decisions themselves, right? Because if you do that, you're screwed. Because you become responsible, and then you end up in a gulag if you're lucky, or shot in the basement of Lubyanka if you're unlucky.
And once again, Vasily just comes in saying that these guys are about to scoop my brains, and you know it's for some Zionist queer thing. And
they're going to use an American machine to inject American ideas into my father's brain. Yeah. Oh my god!
Yeah, this was a guy who definitely had way too much to fucking drink. He was nuts. He was paranoid, everything delusional, arrogant, egotistical, and. God, he's so fun to watch. I just adore what a fucking asshole he is.
He's just chaos, you know. All right, I'm getting out my gun, and oh shit, everybody grabs it. He's just shooting randomly, and then he goes for the other guy's gun. And
yeah, he just grabs them as well, and everyone's just looking around thinking, this is embarrassing. This is just so embarrassing. We can do that as well. It's just that one shot as well. That one lingering shot of everyone's reactions to what's happening, and it almost feels very much like The Office as well, almost documentary-like, where real people are just reacting to something, thinking, what the fuck is happening here?
What is this? But also, you know, does anybody do anything about this? Because this is the boss's son. I don't know.
I know they're kind of thinking, well, he's fucking dead now. I don't think we need to do anything. I don't think we have anything to worry about. Just let him suffer. Just let him suffer.
But it's overcoming, you know, those years of every survival instinct. You know, is to not make decisions yourself, to be told what to do by the boss.
There probably is a little bit of a lapse in logic there, but I don't know. You notice how Svetlana kind of is the only one to calm him down a bit as well and try and reel him back a little bit. So
yeah.
So she is, like I said,
she's kind of the mother to him.
She is, yeah. She's the only one who kind of has this sort of kind heart as well. I mean, the first thing she does when they show up, you know, being sympathetic to her is like, who tended the garden? Why is no one tending to the garden anymore? You know.
Yeah, the herb garden or whatever. But again, it's also that she lives in such a bubble that, you know, this is the kind of trivia that she's concerned about. And again, when Khrushchev brings up, you know, the idea of, you know, I'll protect you from any harm, and she's like, what harm or whatever. And I was like, you have no idea that your dad, when he goes, oh boys, are going to be some spicy fun, and you may be in the center of it.
Yep. Oh shit, what's going on here? Oh, let me go back. Yeah, I think I've had so many.
You've been drinking with Vasily again?
Fucking did, yeah, probably. I think my computer has as well. I think my computer came to life, and we got drunk. Okay, here we go. Be able to catch what's going on here. Okay, down a little bit more.
We're back at the symphony.
More. Yeah, no, back at the symphony for some reason. Okay. Where are we? I do apologize.
They're listening to the recordings of that conductor. They actually they know all about his insult to Stalin now.
Yep. So yeah, and we're nearly there now. Yeah, back to this bit here. We go on to that and stop the slide. Okay, and here we go. So should be back on here now, and bear with me. I do apologize. Fucking hell. Okay, now it's like these fucking things have a mind of their own. There's a window. There we go.
What'd you do? Fucking walk these slides here.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, it shows up as long as I have the window open. So yeah, back to the autopsy. This is over now. They've got to get rid of all the and obviously they picked this. I think she was underage. This maid as well, and
yeah,
as well.
Was Beria, yeah. Beria was particular about trying to pick the underage ones.
Yeah, and I think everyone's just trying to get out at once instead of letting the army sort of go do what they need to do as well. So yeah, get the escort out, but everyone's just served their usefulness now. They just kill out all the doctors, they kill the maid, everyone, and Jesus Christ,
they killed the guy that killed them.
Yeah. And they even kill one, kill the lookalikes.
Driving away, you just see him reach up the gun and shoot that guy.
I like the fact these two already know that they're doomed as well and try to escape, don't they? And
no, he tells him, he's like, "Okay, it's fine. You can go have something to eat in the kitchen." And they go to the kitchen. All of a sudden, you see him running the other way with a guy with a gun chasing them.
I must have missed that bit then, but yeah, but this shot is so funny as well. He really thinks, "Hey, I'm safe. I'm safe." Then the next shot just pops him in the fucking head.
Just a
bang. Soviet Russia, vodka drinks you. Unsubbed. You're terrible. You're terrible. Exactly. You are.
Common's probably getting with his credit card company right now and charge back on that super chat.
Yeah, but thanks for the super chat anyway. I think this is the second time he's fucking unsubbed as well. So
oh god, he makes a habit of it. He's terrible.
Yeah. So yeah, there'll be a period.
He buys up all the stock in your channel, and then he owns you, and then you have to do whatever he says. I've seen him do that before as well.
I am such a whore.
Yeah.
But so yeah, this is where we meet Paulina as well, Molotov's wife, and he makes a reference about her being this great singer as well. And who knows, years ago, like has probably ravaged their voice now as well, starvation, everything, and the thing is, even after all she's gone through, she's still loyal to Stalin, and this is what Solzhenitsyn called the loyalists as well. Yep. They were so fucking radically indoctrinated that even if they were tortured and everything, they still thought like socialism, communism was still the way, and they deserved everything they got. They must have wronged their leader somehow. It's crazy, absolutely crazy as well. But obviously, he's using it as a power grab as well to get more people on his side, isn't it?
Yeah, you get Molotov.
That's it. And that's the thing. It's never spelled out. And Semenov he's done for.
Yep. He got noticed. Too bad.
Yeah, Khrushchev already knows that he's got to get more people on his side as well. So he knows that Molotov was on the list as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And this is once again, he is the loser, isn't he, of them all? He's the loser who's kind of the underdog. That's why, despite the fact he's a monster as well, you kind of cheer him on a bit more than Beria. He's the underdog. It's and people like an underdog. That's why.
He's the least monstrous of the choices you have.
I know, because I think sometimes even being the underdog, no matter how bad the character is, there's always something to root for. It's like Lou in fucking Nightcrawler. He's a terrible, horrible psychopath, but at the same time, he kind of almost admire his ambition a little bit as well to sort of raise in the ranks.
Yeah,
that's another one I need to touch on because that is a bagger of a moment. So yeah, he needs to go up as well to vote, but it's really to tell about that Stalin had him on the list as well, and to try and get him on his side as well. And I love how later he cries as well, and he's like, "You have to let it fill up," while he's trying to flush the toilet. But it's that great sort of that great comic timing by Michael Palin as well. It feels very much Monty Python as well, doesn't it? He does something dramatic, but then says something very dry and normal, which makes it funnier. But then he mentions about Paulina as well, and is like, well, it's like, and he still kind of has this loyalty to Stalin, doesn't he?
I mean, again, this is, Molotov is old school. I mean, there's, Molotov is there, for World War II, the Molotov-Ribbentrop decision where they're sharing stuff right before the Germans decide to invade the Soviets. So Molotov was, essentially their state designated person to go out and do diplomatic things. So if Molotov showed up, okay, here you go. The thing about Molotov, and you kind of see it in some of his speeches, Molotov was famous for they called him Iron Butt because he could sit and talk and say nothing for hours. Because he could make no decision without Stalin, and so he would make these speeches that kind of just they would say one thing and it would totally undermine and switch in the next sentence, and then here we go back again. It was just, he would go on and on with these things, and they called him Iron Butt. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I think that was another factor in our arrest as well. Because I think I looked it up earlier as well. I mean, because there was loads of different factors to Molotov being on the list as well, which but obviously, Beria comes in as well, sort of like, he's like, well, Polina's dead. No, it was a false narrative. And it's like, well, she was a traitor. She betrayed Stalin. She's an old hag. And then, but the evidence was completely fabricated.
Completely
and oh my God.
Fabricated. Isn't this wonderful? Oh, this is great.
And I like how Khrushchev already knows what kind of games Beria is playing here as well, because Beria kind of rubs it in his face, doesn't he? Saying, we're going to be making some great changes that you'll like. And
some of which you'll like.
Some of which you're like, yeah. Better to be safe, yeah. But it's just the comic time as well. It's just a sort of like switch from total disloyalty to a loving husband as well. So
yeah, I mean, it really is the Solzhenitsyn. These people live by lies. They'll say one thing and then do another. Just immediately, just turn however it needs to be, and whatever happened, it's like you have no memory. That just nope. I don't know what you're talking about. I was always for this thing.
No, I mean, yeah, it's it is a very exhaustive read. The Gulag Archipelago, but fucking hell, it is fascinating, horrifying as well. Though I mean, it's but you can get in a very abridged version as well. And to be honest, I listened to a little bit of the abridged version on YouTube, and it's still not so bad. It still gets his point across, but all different volumes are on YouTube for free. If you ever do listen, it's good little bit of history lesson. I
would say if you don't want to go through the Gulag, by the way, that can be a rough read, not just because of length, but just the things going on or whatever. His brief essay, "Live Not by Lies," is another great one, and that's only maybe 4 or 5 pages, something like that.
So yeah, Molotov was an apologist for Stalin to the end of his life. Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing with indoctrination as well. It's when the ideals just get ingrained in your head. It's like because the brain does protect itself. You kind of like because when your lobe is developing before you reach 25, you've already got some of these ideas ingrained in you already, and any contradiction kind of sort of like gets blocked out a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's essentially like you're walking around and somebody turns off gravity.
Great film,
right? And you just, what the hell do you do? I mean, if Molotov acknowledged Stalin's crimes, Molotov would have to admit his complicity, and that's the kind of thing. Just psychologically, like, nope, I'd rather just keep this delusion than destroy my entire worldview and recognize how used I was and what horrible things I did to no great purpose.
Yeah, denial is an ugly thing, but it's also an easy thing, sadly. Yeah, we still haven't tried a real communist comedy yet.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Soviet Russia bombed disarm you. And all right, Kit Anders, how you doing? Yeah, it's fucking great film. Great film. Very funny. Very funny. And this should be shown in schools. It really should. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to do it. They're just going to say it's well, Hitler was the only bad guy in the world. Anyone that's bad is Hitler. So
Hitler was Stalin had a bigger body count.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, by the way, Mao beat them both. Mao's got a better body count than all of them.
I know. The thing is, Hitler was terrible, but fucking hell, his socialism actually helps Germany's economy, though. So I don't know. In a way,
until it didn't. I mean, it was essentially, oh no, we have to invade because our economy can't sustain the kind of craziness that Hitler wants. And oh, by the way, we're going to need a lot of slaves. So let's get the Slavs.
Yeah, I totally agree as well. We should start doing a petition on this as well. But we'll probably get called fascist or capitalist fascist or some shit like that. And this is where
the first time.
I know. Yeah, our media is practically run on communism and Marxism. It's so we've got this is where we see Beria as well about to do his assault on this young girl because he's got the flowers now because that was the thing. Yeah, you know, you had to accept the flowers, otherwise you'd get executed. You know, flowers meant compliance.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he
So
says sorry. Work intervened. You know, that's,
yeah, so the deputy must assume the role of the general secretary. So yeah, once again, it's using real articles from so he's the one that's basically in charge, but not really. Is it? It's Barry that's in charge. He is the puppet, and Barry is the guy pulling the strings, isn't he? On it.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's obviously trying to do his little, big portrait as well, and wants to look far away, and he's done his hair, everything, and Barry kind of takes the piss out of him, and he gets real sensitive, doesn't he? Don't you ever? Yeah.
I love the it's like, Mr. Karloff, are you going to do any films in color? Right? Portraying him, comparing him to Boris Karloff. It's pretty good. He's not happy with that, however.
Yeah, so this is where he is trying to manipulate him as well to sort of change a lot more things because Stalin changed the status quo, didn't he? And probably so he was going against Lenin, wasn't he? Back when
he was a liberal, he was a revolutionary. He was really changing things up or whatever, just whatever. Because again, Malikov is you can use the Jedi mind trick on him pretty easily, and Beria definitely knows how to manipulate him.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's being given like a scene plan. Is like, I'd give it to Belensky. He's an expert sitting on his ass. So,
yeah.
That's the thing. We don't see Jeffrey Tambor anymore. I think he was kind of got Me Too'd by his Arrested Development co-star, something like that. But it's been a long time. Yeah, something like. Apparently, he was a bit of a dick, something like that. It's I don't know. We hear a lot of these sort of like, oh yeah, it was very toxic on set, and it turns out it wasn't even that fucking bad.
Yeah, it's almost like some of the informers that were going on in the Soviet system. We want to get rid of this person because I want to move up the ladder.
Oh, that is a whole lot of like different. That is a whole lot of a rabbit hole there to go down. Yeah. So he sort of seemed himself as Tony Montana. Yeah, before Tony Montana.
Yeah, so Matt bringing up Saddam, his own people killed more than any other despot. No, I think Pol Pot might have the record for killing most of his own people. He killed 25%.
Yep, including people with glasses. So
especially people with glasses.
Yeah. So Khrushchev denounced Stalin the 50s, some managing to deny deflected participation in Stalin's crimes. Yep. Yeah, of course he did, but he was still complicit. He was. So, yeah, obviously they want to try and get some publicity by getting the girl who sat on Stalin's lap for his photograph as well, and which was years ago, which also ends up being a very funny little storyline that comes in.
Well, I think there's kind of a parallel between Malikov wanting the little girl and Svetlana wanting Alexei, right? It's just like it's like none of these people are aware that time happens or what really is going on in the Soviet Union.
Yeah, no, it's almost like common sense just leaves, doesn't it, the moment you're in that world. So
yeah, I mean, you just again, you have to have like no memory, because if you have a memory, you're like, wait a minute, the party was for this, but now it's against it. But then it switched this, it switched position 87 times. What's the right one? The party is, whatever's the right way is whatever the party needs it to be at this moment.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing with these, with this sort of like extreme bureaucracy. They kind of like contradict each other, don't they? Because then if you have to put red tape on this, you got to put red tape on that. But that causes more problems for this and just tangles everything up. So
yeah.
And we do get a little bit of a nice little head joke as well about him wearing a corset. It's like, it's a girdle. I have a bad back, and I'm like, did you steal that from fucking Lethal Weapon 3? Did Lethal Weapon 3 steal this from the real fucking Malenko? Who knows?
Liberia, you wear it well. Meanwhile, he's got the trailing string on it.
Once again, it shows just how much of a loser this guy is as well. I mean, he's an even bigger loser than fucking Khrushchev, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, and again, there's a reason he was put in that position. He's second to Stalin. So you want the guy, he's like the assassination insurance. The last thing you want is Malikov in charge of anything.
Oh damn, man! I don't think I've seen Disclosure in a long time. There,
Ooh.
Wear Me Spoon. So yeah, Disclosure. Fucking hell, Demi Moore. Fucking hell, 1990s Demi Moore. I'm all
There you
for
go.
that. I will see anyway after this. But so yeah, they're basically just sort of like having this committee to argue who needs to be in position of power, and obviously it gives more of the responsibility for Beria to sort of like take control of Moscow more, isn't it? And Khrushchev winds up being the one in charge of the funeral, which he's not so happy with it. So yeah.
The thing is, that's also what they did with Stalin, right up until Stalin took over. You know, they'd be like, no, you deal with these uninteresting things. But the thing is that what Stalin was doing is actually taking control of the bureaucracy, which is kind of what you need.
And it kind of goes back as well to Beria sort of like manipulating Malenko to change the status quo as well. And it's you got people sort of like not really agreeing though, but they're raising their hand anyway because fucking hell, you don't defy the leader even if he is a Malenko, a weak.
Well, you have
Malenko.
to have unanimity of the committee, but also that he couches it in Stalinist terms, which he's just repeating what Beria told him.
Yeah, no, because he hasn't really got a mind of his own, has he? He's a weak. He can be easily corrupted, easily manipulated, and Beria sees him as the perfect puppet to pull the strings on. But I once again, I just love how he just looks awkward when he keeps raising his hand every time Michael Palin just continues with his speech about I've been very loyal to Stalin, but at the same time, change the status quo, blah 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 blah. And,
this is Molotov doing Iron Butt.
Yeah,
where he says one thing and then he reverses himself and then he does it again and then he just wanders all over the place saying nothing for forever.
Yeah, it's sort of like cringe comedy as well. Like he's about to raise his hand, but then the speech isn't finished and he raises
oh my god! Everybody puts their hands down except
So yeah, and obviously Beria sort of proposes to suspend the arrests, and maybe I'm getting a bit too ahead over there. Yeah, it's
well, that's Malikov. Malikov is saying it, but Beria's Beria's already put that bug in his ear about how he's oh no, it would be like Stalin. You know, Stalin was very liberal and revolutionary, and it was like, well, liberal is not one of the words I would use for Stalin, but okay.
Yeah, he was a radical. You know, he was a revolutionary. So yeah, they go through the thing. He's got to do the funeral now, and God, this is so dark. This is so fucked up, but God, it's so funny. It's like, long live Stalin. Stalin's dead. Malenko's in charge. Long live Malenko. Bang.
Bang.
So yeah, even
well, and again, it's just the guy comes up. All right, hold up. We're not shooting them anymore. Oh, okay. If you'd have got there 15 seconds before, that other guy would be alive, and this guy just looking at it okay, well, I guess we're all going back in.
Yeah. So he's delayed the arrest. He's he's reuniting most of the prisoners to their families now as well, because obviously, it's scoring points, isn't it? It's scoring points.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Daddy's home. That's when they let the father out, and he comes back, and his son is sitting there with his wife, and it's like, I might have some words with you later.
Yeah, obviously, I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of them were forgiven. It's like, no, you did well, son. You did well. You know, that is the communist way.
Yeah.
I love how he's just getting infuriated with this fucking Slim Hitler, as he calls him. You know, for the fucking Rouge or non-Rouge.
And what is it with decorators or people that run events? They're always gay men. It's always the case. You know this guy's gay.
Yeah, no, I mean, you've got to as well. They appreciate everything beautiful and fabulous, don't they? And flamboyant.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, now they've got the girls as well. There's like, no, I want the actual girl as well, not these two, which would make more fucking sense. Just get a lookalike, because the girl's like fucking grown up, and
again, time has passed since that happened, and
I just love how irritated Steve Buscemi is constantly is in this movie as well. Like, you're the NKVD. How could you not find someone you're supposed to have information on? Go find her, you camel cock.
You're supposed to know where everyone is in this fucking country. What's going? Then he turns. I'm sorry, but he is a camel cock.
Steve Buscemi cursing in this movie just cracks me up. He's like, every time he says, "You fucker," I just laugh. I just laugh.
Yeah.
He sounds so petty and childish. He sounds like a child that's not getting his own way when he says it.
Yeah. It's always. I mean, when Buscemi curses, it's always like spit out with a certain just venom, even though it's like the smallest thing. Again, with the trying to decide the curtains or not.
So yeah, half an hour the disclosure. So it's like some AI thing going on there. Okay, so yeah, Zukov. He's coming up soon. He's coming up soon. And fuck, I love Jason Isaacs in this as well. I really do. And yeah, I looked that up as well. Apparently he had shit tons, loads more medals in real life, and they decided to not use less because they thought it would look unbelievable on screen, which is
yeah.
I sort of get that as well. It's like the Hacksaw Ridge kind of thing as well. You know, let's not have him save this amount of people like he did in real life because people won't believe it,
just think,
even though it actually happened. Yeah.
That's often when you read in history and you're just like, oh, if this was a script, you'd send it back and go, it's a bit too on the nose. You're gonna have to rewrite that. It was like, no, that actually happened. Yeah, that's not gonna work. No, nobody will believe it.
Yeah, more important than Little Green Men Snots. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, example is so we had 4th of July, and I always remember that John Adams and Thomas Jefferson died on the same day, and Adams' last words were actually, "At least Jefferson still lives." Sadly, he was wrong. Jefferson had died a few hours before, but they both died July the 4th, 1826, the 50th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Now, if you turn that in as a script. Oh, look, it's two of the founding fathers who actually, wrote the Declaration of Independence and go on to write the Constitution. And they both die on the 50th anniversary of the Declaration. You'd be like, all right, you need to rewrite that. That's too on the nose. Stop it. Right. But that's actually what happened.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check that interview out, Snorter. So, yeah. But obviously, this is where we're reunited with Maria again as well. So it's obviously hinting that she and Khrushchev were sleeping together as well. And Barry seems a little bit. He's very suspicious as well. He's gathering the pieces already, isn't he? By the way they're reacting towards each other. And this is where Jason Isaacs shows up as Zukov. I mean, he looks nothing like the fucking guy. He's way too handsome to be playing Zukov. But he sells it, though. He sells the swagger, the bravado, everything, man. And the fact that he talks...
I just love just throwing the jacket off and throwing his chest out with all the medals. And it's so over the top.
It's so over the top. He looks so badass doing it as well. It's the fact that he's talking like a very foul-mouthed Yorkshireman as well just makes it funny because apparently in an interview, Yorkshiremen are the most bluntest people you ever know, and that seems so right for him to portray the character like this. Yeah. So yeah, and obviously he's pissed off because the Red Army has been replaced by the NKVD as well, and he's like, "I'm smiling, but I'm very fucking furious."
Yeah.
Once again, he gets the best lines, doesn't he, as well? And now we've got...
The hilarious thing is that Zukov at this time is not actually in charge of the military. Stalin was very suspicious of Zukov because, again, it's a man who has become famous for accomplishment. He could be a threat.
That's very today with the fucking walk left now, man. Is. Jesus Christ. I know apparently they're giving like PhDs to black people who can't read now because of some shit in some state. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. It's like, what? Yeah. Just teach them to fucking read. I know it can be hard or something. Or, I mean, there's people with dyslexia who have trouble reading, but they still manage it, don't they? They still find a way to get around it.
Yep.
But, it's like, which one? The one with the cheekbones? The one without? He's like, burn that one.
Yeah, that one, burn it.
Yeah. Look at Barry as well. I mean, he knows. He's already gathered every evidence as well. He's got all the bodies lined up that was hidden. He knows about the note, doesn't he?
Yeah, he found the note next to Stalin.
Yeah. And once again, he makes excuses to why the bloody, secret police is taking over the army, blah, blah, blah. And once again, he's shown to be indecisive, everything, he's... But I love the fact that he loses focus of what he's mad about and says, did Coco Chanel take a shit on your ass?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, so So just looking at the notes again, like I talk about blah 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 blah. Reason. So yeah, everyone obviously thinks that everyone should be coming in to pay their respects to Stalin. So yeah, even though this is basically a fictionalization where Zhukov is very loyal to Stalin, he's still like kind of upset a little bit, blah blah blah, But so then we get to the funeral, and God, it's just so awkward as well. The way they just make it awkward, don't they? And obviously, and because he's brought Polina back from the dead, apparently she wants him to bring back this Alexei guy that she likes, and he's obviously had Alexei actually killed as well years ago. So I know. But I love how he sort of like brings back take a seat, just take a seat, which becomes which pays off when she gets frustrated about him with later on. So he says, "For you, I will attempt the impossible and bring Alexei," which we all know he's not going to do.
Exactly. Well, I mean, he'll talk it up. Yeah, no, he's dead.
You can tell from his body language as well, like, oh shit, yeah, he's killed this guy. He doesn't have to say it. He's killed this guy.
Well, he tries to, you can see him kind of try to go, well, I mean, he was already, do you not? And then he kind of realizes she has no idea how any of this actually works, right? The fact that he was disappeared means that, Stalin didn't like him, who's dead.
Yeah. Well, I bet it's in the Sea British as well, backline. So, even though T is in Indian, basically Indian, but it's kind of become our thing. Yeah, originally. So, yes. So once again, we got the all these people have got the wreath that's way fucking bigger than the coffin. I mean, because they had to just go overboard, don't they, with this guy and
oh god, bishops. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine if you show up with the smallest flower display for Stalin? Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're gonna get shot.
Was it Chinese? Oh yeah, it might be. It might be. Well, I might be getting mixed up with my Asians anyway. Who knows? That's me being racist. I do apologize. No. So, so obviously the bishops come in as well. I was like, who the fuck brought the bishops? And because I mean, this was back in I think back when Lenin was in charge as well, just rounding up anyone who was part of anything religion.
You can't have competition with the party.
I know,
your loyalty should only be to the party.
Yeah, once again, he's like, could you ask who the fuck brought the bishops? I was like, don't give me orders. He's trying to assert power as well, but he's just not that kind of guy. He's too meek, isn't he? He's too weak-willed.
Yeah, well, he says, because he's like, ask Barry if he's the one that invited him. And he's like, don't give me orders. And then immediately turns and goes, ask Barry if he brought the bishops.
Yeah, no, and it's like, I'd like to hand out a voucher and give someone a good kick. And it's like, what do you say? There's like something very complicated about some vouchers. And
something about some vouchers.
I love how he gets infuriated that he just wants to fucking say something without passing it on to each other.
Okay,
like,
switch places. we'll make it look like it's a part of the funeral. He steps forward, slides to the left, very.
It's like,
and then he's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
So he just walks back.
He just reverses course and does it again.
Yeah, he realizes he's already making it look ridiculous. I better just sort of like go back in place. But of course, fucking Vasily shows up, just ranting about, they were going to suck his brains for the Zionists in America, and
he's telling this to the foreign dignitaries that have come to pay respect.
I don't know if I'll be able to speak longer. So eventually, the fucking Zhukov gives him a good kick in as well, and you can tell he probably has a lot of history with Vasily as well, and it's not very kind. And because his dad's dead, is like, fucking hell, I don't care now. You've deserved that kicking.
Well, I think Vasily at this point may have been promoted to like general or something, but he's never been in combat or anything like that. That Zhukov resents that. Yeah,
because he was a war hero, wasn't he? And
yeah,
was it Bob Hoskins that played him in the Enemy at the Gates? I can't remember now. Or was he playing another character? Fucking hell.
No, I think Hoskins is playing Khrushchev.
Ah, shit, man. So so these are both different portrayals, aren't they? Khrushchev in Enemy at the Gates is a bit more of a hard-nosed bastard, while here is kind of just a little bit of a clown, isn't he, in a way?
Khrushchev was a hard-nosed bastard in Stalingrad. It's kind of what gets him noticed. But he also, now this is politics, and he has had to play a role for such a long time, kind of being this this clown. But people who thought he was a clown made a mistake.
Yeah. So yeah, I like how she gets a bit mad as well. She starts trying to be the sort of mother hen to everyone as well, and it's like, if anything happens like this again, and he's like, well, that's me told. Right, I'm off to the buffet and come over to one of the Red Army.
You ladies can talk about this. Also, when she gets at Khrushchev, what you should have, you should have stopped him. So what did I put my face in front of his fist to stop him? Okay. You're supposed to protect him from harm. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'll deal with that.
Yeah. So obviously he wants to make a speech for his father. He's like, yeah, I want to fuck Grace Kelly. He's like, I don't care. He takes it literally as well, doesn't he? The fuck Grace Kelly kind of line. It's like, I want to make a speech for my father. And obviously Malenko kind of like he sort of enables him, doesn't he? Yeah. When I said
no problem, and they all look at him, they're like, I think, oh, what I meant to say was no problem.
No, but he goes back on it, doesn't say, ignore me.
He just walks away.
Once again, it's just fun watching these idiots sort of like try to outdo each other and in hilarious, embarrassing fashion as well. So
and Molotov misunderstanding and thinking it was Khrushchev that invited the bishops.
Yeah, so obviously this is where everything starts to come out a little bit more. Beria starts using his all betrayal of his wife against him as well. Everything, he's because once again things are starting to heat up a tiny bit now, aren't they? So
and this is kind of the point where you kind of thought, oh, these guys they're kind of bumbling fools and Beria's the bad guy or whatever. And this one, Beria starts bringing up all the shit they've done.
Yeah,
their complicity and things. And
the fact that Khrushchev is banging the woman who actually wished death on Stalin as well. And because once again,
but also mentioning like people that you testified against that you knew were innocent and all that, right? And that's kind of Beria's tool against them, because he knows everything and he remembers everything. It's one of the things that he says to Svetlana. She's like, do you remember Alexei? And he was like, I remember all of them. Right. And boy, that's a lot of people to remember, that he's killed. But he's now throwing in their face that no, none of you are angels. All of you were involved and complicit in, these murders and false accusations and false testimony and all that.
Yeah, it's like the war in evils, isn't it? Usually they say the two of the war in evils, but it's like you've kind of got the a shitload of war in evils here as well.
Yeah, and they've all kind of they think, I was just doing what the boss said, but Beria, he's the real bad guy or whatever. It's like, no, you're all bad guys. You're all pieces of shit. You knew what you were doing.
Yeah, you followed orders, but still, you're still complicit in it. You still did it. You didn't morally object to anything. You went along with it just as you were told.
Yeah, and it's a rare moment of honesty in these people's lives, right? Because they Solzhenitsyn's kind of they are living by lies. But Beria kind of throws out the no, you knew this shit. You knew what was going on. That you could say whatever you want, but you knew it inside, and don't play high and mighty with me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's
Molotov just shrinks into the background.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. So he thinks. So obviously he knows he's in some kind of desperate situation. So he decides to to get the borders open and the train to mobilize everything, and just so he can lose a little bit of control over Moscow, doesn't he? So yeah, this is what happens. They all start piling in, going to Moscow, and the secret police just shoot them, don't they? The NKVD just starts shooting at them, and once again, it's a very harsh scene as well, because you're seeing innocent people getting killed for no reason. Actually, no reason.
They kind of sanitize this to a certain degree. So they fired over the crowds, but the thing is that the crowds, so most of those people that died were crushed because they were trying to escape, and they run and they're kind of barricaded in where they are, and so you had so many people pushed up against gates and things like that. that the vast majority of them were crushed or trampled.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Hillsborough incident as well, where tons of like football fans just was dead from crushed or being suffocated. It's fucking crazy, man. The footage, everything, it's mad.
But you think about, I mean, the millions of people that Stalin killed, and then at his death for his funeral, you have another 1,500 people who get killed trying to attend it, and it's like,
I know,
yeah, it's kind of on the nose.
Yeah, once again, this needs to be taught in schools. It really does, But obviously, he's warning her as well. I mean, you do realize what Beria could do for us, but she thinks he's on there. He's the good guy because he's releasing prisoners, and she's showing to be very naive as well, isn't she? She doesn't realize that Beria is basically trying to get in people's good books, isn't he? It's a power play.
Yeah, I mean, she again, she looks at it and goes, "Well, it was Stalin." And everybody else, were just following orders or whatever. And it was like, you don't know Beria. But also, it's clear that she's a Christian. And so she's like, oh, no, everything will work out. The Lord will provide or whatever. And Christian's like, what the fuck am I dealing with here? Right?
Yeah, no.
You're a mad woman. If you think that things are going to work out. Not only that, her family has been killed. How did that work out for them?
It's
just madness.
Family fucking probably 8 other people as well to avoid starvation back then. It's because that's what happened in the Holodomor, didn't they? I mean, people were selling body parts and just for food or even eating body parts. It was crazy. I
had so again, my wife's family, a lot of them were there and sending letters to her grandfather. One of them was one of his sisters who was talking about how you had to choose which child you were going to feed because they had the best chance to live, which means that you knew you were starving other children, your children, right? Okay, here's your children. Which ones can you actually have a chance to survive by feeding them? And the other ones, you're going to be dooming.
Yeah, that's why we need fucking, independent farmers, not collective farming.
Yeah.
Because, it's too many cooks in the fucking kitchen, isn't it?
Well, not only that, but at the time, Stalin was selling the grain to buy machine parts and all that because this was part of the Great Leap Forward.
Yeah, and taxing the fuck out of them as well, and they only was allowed to sort of just have a certain amount of grain. Any more was stealing.
I mean, you had the elimination of the kulaks as a class, and kulak meant whatever the hell you wanted it to mean. And then collectivization combined with, the Soviet Union and Stalin selling grain to buy industrialization, equipment. And oh boy, did we have a hell of a starvation! But it didn't affect Moscow, so everything's fine.
Yep, and that thing would get repeated in the Great Leap Forward. 20, maybe 30 years later, I think, 50 years later.
I mean, you. There's a reason that the Soviet Union, goes from essentially a peasant farming industry into the ability to make tens of thousands of T-34s and things like that, right? But it was at the cost of millions of lives to be able to do that rapid industrialization.
Yep, and this is why you need to learn your history because otherwise we are doomed to repeat it. And fucking Vasily as well. He actually seems like he's trying to calm down as well because his sister is basically, Svetlana is basically keeping him in checklist time, isn't she? It's like, now remember, yes, all right, shake hands, smile, and try not to call him a secret.
Try not to call him a good.
It's his delivery as well that just makes it so funny.
And then her response, that's right. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Once again, it's just playing it as straight and normal as possible, just just play it dead straight. So he needs to. So this is where they get the actual little girl as well, but she's all grown and it's like, listen, let's go back to the original fucking plan with the lookalikes, okay?
Khrushchev this high. If you have to put a chalk mark on your pants to remember the height.
But he does realize he needs Zhukov more than ever. He's because he's got something to get Zhukov on his side, doesn't he? He's pissed off with Beria for replacing the Red Army.
Yeah.
So he has someone, doesn't he? He's like. So yeah, he suggests the idea that we should get Barrier as well, and he's like, "Listen, I'm going to have to report this now for conspiring, and look at your fucking face." Come on, take this bastard on. Yeah, I'll fuck Germany. I think I can handle a fat lump in a suit. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
so he gets the best lines as well, but the only way the plan is, but they have to do the plan tomorrow, don't they? It's like, wait, tomorrow? And it's like, well, what are you doing? Your fucking hair or something? It's like, but
yeah,
it's
Khrushchev,
little...
he understands the look, the timing will be perfect.
Yeah, because he's got the Red Army coming in as well, isn't
right?
He
They'll be
well,
here.
So.
They have an excuse to be here, and Zhukov. Oh yeah, here we go.
Mm.
But there's a catch. Zhukov's going to require unanimity of the committee to do this. Right? They have to be unanimous.
Yeah, so because he still needs to get more people, doesn't it? They've got to outvote Barrier, don't they?
Well, it's more than that. Again, he wants it to be unanimous so that nobody can then come back later and say, "Oh no, I wasn't a part of that." Right? You're all in on this, so that the military can have cover.
Yeah. So I forgot what goes on in this one scene. Let's have a look at my notes anyway. So Jesus Christ. So yeah, obviously some of the people start kissing up to Zhukov at the moment as well, and this is where he does start to tell him that they're going to try and go for Barrier as well. It's like, is this why people are acting like I want to fuck my sister? But yeah, this is where Barrier actually loses his shit as well, saying, "I have everything on all of you. I have all of you. I will ruin all of you." And
He's
again
calling them all out for their sins, their participation in the things that they are condemning him for.
Yeah. So yeah, and I love how Malenko is just kind of in denial about it as well, because he seems to have sided with Barrier as well. He's unaware that how badly he's manipulating him, and he's like, "No," but he said, "All of you. I was stood over there." He's like, "Yeah, but he said all of us." He said, "I have everything on all."
No, he said all of you. I was over here, and it's like, no, it's all of you.
Yeah, all of you can kiss my Russian ass.
That guy is such a great comic actor.
He really was, man. I love it. I love Arrested Development. That fucking show is good. I need to watch the Larry Sanders show.
The Larry Sanders show. He was fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Palin, once again, he's walking this dog down, and he's like, "You evil, you're murderers, you are. Now let's get in the car. So obviously he wants to join in taking down Barrier as well. So it's looking like Khrushchev may have a few more people to help him out here as well. And yeah, I like how he starts being playful with the dog as well. It's like, yeah, Nikki's going to die if we don't take down Barrier soon.
Yeah, but the thing is, he brings the dog because they're worried about the drivers. Overhearing what they say, right? Again, this is the paranoia they have. But also Molotov is talking about how it has to be. Again, he's also saying it has to be unanimous, right? That you have to have Malenkov on board as well.
Yeah, and they do manage to manipulate him later on as well, don't they? And obviously, he's got the dog making the noise because probably they could be hearing something. It could be
bugged, right. In case it's bugged or something like that. Yeah, it's making noise to cover their conversation.
Yeah. What's moving on? So yeah, now we get to Barrier, who tries to hand him a drink, and he's like, I'm going to be sober now anyway. I'm going to write my speech, and he just writes this fucking ridiculous one saying like, "We are all Cubs, Georgian Cubs, Lithuanian Cubs," and
it's like, right. I'll leave you to it.
But he kind of loses his shit as well after she starts getting angry at him that he couldn't get Alexei to mysteriously come back to life despite being executed.
Yeah, 1949. So he's been dead for 4 years. It might be hard to revive him at this point.
Yeah, tin dealers shifty as fuck.
That's true. Especially those British ones.
So he does actually say "sad with me here anyway," and you won't get fucking tortured and blah blah blah. And he's kind of threatening her as well, and she's sort of like, he tries to pass it on like, no, this is what will happen if you don't side with me. This is what they will do to you. But
they'll kick you and hang you for crows.
You know, but every time it's because it seems like a very serious conversation, and he just keeps coming in and acting his usual fucking idiot self, interrupting them constantly, which which kind of does add a little bit more of a comedy. And then we get the balcony speeches as well coming on, and
oh god, those are so good.
Yeah, and he's obviously trying to get Malenko to side with him as well, and he's like, "Is this why people are talking to me like they want to fuck my sister?" But he's like, yeah, well, I could always give him like a demotion, maybe in charge of something like what was the land again, like the fishing ministry or some shit like that. I can't remember now. I can't remember the land.
No, something like later, Wormy. We'll see.
Yeah, how you doing, man? Yeah, you take care, man. Have a good weekend and keep yourself cool if it's boiling where you are.
Yeah, and I mean what you're seeing is Malenkov is he's starting to get comfortable with being in charge. I'm the big boss, and no, keep Barry around because that's what Stalin would do. Also, he could be useful and all that. But I mean, we'll demote him or something like that, right? And this is when Buscemi realizes, okay, he's a lost cause as far as like convincing, or even if he decides like right now he'll change his mind in 5 minutes or whatever. So he just lies and tells everybody, no, it's good. Yeah, he's on board.
Yeah, he tells everyone that Malenko is with them as well. So it's like, I'm with them anyway then. And I love Michael Palin's speech as well. Is like, he was our unwavering leader with unwavering love and unwavering this and unwavering that.
The socialism that was unwavering. And again, it's classic Molotov.
Yeah, and I just love the pacing as well as all the Red Army starts getting into position as well. They set up all the alarms, what they need to do before the signal while the speeches are going on. It's real cool. It's really cool as well. It gives a nice little bit of pace to the comedy as well, while he still seems the Red Army being fucking badass at the same time. And as soon as Vasily tries to make his speech, he's like,
for the flyovers.
He just looks so fucking heartbroken as well. He's like, they ruined it. They ruined that lovely speech I had from the dad. But yeah, he does try to convince him once again, but he's thinking demotion, and it's not working. So I just love how he just comes in with these fucking AK-47 saying,
I'll
which
take
one's
the
for you?
Yeah,
take the I love it, man. Yeah. Last time it was this art we came on with a new son 21 years ago. Jesus Christ, man. You dirty dog.
Oh, I remember when my wife was pregnant with our son, and we were living in an apartment at the university, didn't have air conditioning, and it was hot. And so when I would get up before I would go to class, I would run a bath full of cold water so she could get in it and cool off. And my son was born in August, which is the spicy month for us. It gets pretty damn hot.
Oh no, I'm fucking sweating buckets here already, even with the fan. It's shit, man. So yeah, they're basically trying to talk about more stuff, blah 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 blah. But
Barry trying to kind of finalize his control and all that, and they're like, nah, we have a new agenda item. We'd like to discuss.
And this is where he reads the crimes for Barry as well about all the stuff he did, and he's like shouting over him and everything, but you can just see the walls are closing in on him as he reads from the report. So it's like, we press the button, and he's like wondering what fucking button. So he actually dives under the fucking desk to press the button, and it's like, go on, I'll blow your fucking brains out.
They got him.
I know, and this is obviously condensed a little bit more because when they arrested him, they didn't really execute him until like maybe a few months later, did they?
And Barry had been in charge for quite a while before they had him arrested and then later executed him.
And then obviously some of the NKVD come in as well, and they realise, yeah, they're fucked. They try to run out, so Zukov orders them to shoot him, and
my man trying to hide, and the guy just goes, "Hold up, that's you!"
Yeah.
Bang, just walks like going to the next one.
Give me a minute. The dog's trying to scratch the dog. Give me a second. Let me mute my mic anyway.
Yeah, I think this movie is just it's so good at portraying both the dark side of what's really going on, but just that it's a farce. And if there weren't, millions of bodies laying underneath all of these people, it would be just so hilarious to watch. But when you realize, and again, when Beria is talking about the crimes that everybody's been involved with.
Sorry about that. Yeah, the dog was scratching at the door. I think, because the wife just had to walk out the room, so now she's getting a bit clingy. So I'm just letting her lie down where the fan is as well.
Well, she was probably wanting to get in on killing Beria as well. So I can understand.
Yeah, the dog's an attention whore. She is.
Yeah,
we love her. She's good to have. I think she just wants to sit down by the fan now as well and cool down. Don't blame her.
Yeah,
not good weather for a dog with a load of fur on. It really isn't. So.
Oh God, I used to an English bulldog, and when it was hot out, you'd okay, let's go for a walk, and she'd get a certain button. She's like, nope, and just flop down on not on all fours. She would spread her legs out so her stomach was like resting on the concrete, and she wasn't moving until she'd cooled down a bit.
No, I mean it's Christ. I mean, I got some siblings who've got cats as well, and they would lay in the they wouldn't lie in the shade. They would actually lie out in the sun, even though there was plenty of shade for them to lie down in. I don't know why. It's crazy. I mean,
cats are solar powered. They just soak up the sun, and then all of a sudden that's why they can stay up all night or something. I don't know. They got to think about the sun.
Yeah, it's so hot. Two habits just for a ringing. Fuck hell, that's how what it is. Yeah, it is.
You're gonna have to change the font, Rings of Power style to demonstrate you're in Mordor.
So obviously he's not very happy about it, Malenko. He's like, he deserves a trial, and then they're
like, yeah, he'll get one.
Got him off, don't they? And there's like, yeah, he'll get one. But listen, what about that guy? What about the guy you mentioned? I mean, did he get a trial? What about the other guy who begged for Beria to look after his sick grandmother, who he later strangled in front of him? And so it's like, sign it. So eventually he does. He signs. And
well, this is Khrushchev asserting himself, right? And he's okay. Playtime is over. I'm making the move, and I am going to be in charge. And Malenkov recognizes that and is like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, he realizes he's fucked as well. He's not. He's not got that. He's not got the will as well to be this tough leader as well. I know.
You ain't the man.
And this is where they start reading about all his crimes as well. And I love how he just goes from pure anger to proper sobbing and begging for his life as well, because he realizes, he's fucked. He's fucked now. He's there. There's nothing he can do that's going to stop this now. His death is coming.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, that's him done. Did you show him as well?
I just look. You think there's going to be some big execution scene or whatever? They're dragging about. The guy just goes, nah, pop. That's it.
I know, it's just a pop and that's it. It's just like, it's gone and it's done. Yeah. It's like, it's very anticlimactic as well. And he should be fucking glad, but it's like, so he's dead then. Huh.
Yeah.
And they set him on fire and fucking hell. There's no respect to him given whatsoever when his body is burning. It's like,
what is it that Khrushchev talks about? He stinks like what the fuck is it? He's like, and he's like complaining to him as he's dead, you asshole. It's like he's Khrushchev, he's dead, he doesn't hear anything you're saying, right?
Just like, he's like, he's trying to unload every ounce of hate he's felt for him over the years he's worked from. It's like, I will bury you in history, you fucker. Fucking asshole. It's just so, it's so childish the way he swears at him.
But this is really, I mean, the kind of venting of the spleen about both Stalin and Beria, the things that were going on, and the terror that these guys lived under.
Yep, and the thing is, he does kind of like he does try to convince fucking Svetlana to go to Vienna as well, just get away from this as well. And he's like, well, I hope you didn't tell him that he would be protected from harm. And he's like, and he just fucking gets angry with us, like, listen, just shut the fuck up and go to Vienna.
This
and,
is again, it's him, the asserting authority, but also, I'm tired of coddling you. You know, you are a threat. You have to leave, because the Soviet people love her, and she could pose, if she says the wrong thing, that she could. No, by the way, Vasily is staying here because he can't be let out to talk his crazy talk. He'll be used as a weapon against us, right? And it's him. You know, the coddling is over, playtime is over. Now I'm speaking to you as an adult, and you know, her parting line is, I didn't think it would be you.
Yeah, that's the thing, because he is the underdog. He starts off a very insignificant character.
Yeah, but he was the fat clown, right?
Yeah.
And haha, nope, he was always far more clever than they thought.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like a new kind of dawn is turning for as well, with Khrushchev being in charge. And I love the music as well. The music is it feels very sort of like it feels very Soviet as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
all this ridiculousness. And everybody just plays it dead serious. It's shot very well. You know, it's well directed. It looks like a proper historical drama as well. The costumes look on point, everything. And so yeah, and then we get playing the piano one last time, and Central Committee took control of the Soviet Union, and Khrushchev moved to demote other members of the party, including Molotov and Malenko, and was taken over by Brezhnev, I think his name
Brezhnev.
is. Brezhnev, yeah.
He's the
He's
guy
right there
with the huge eyebrows.
He's right there as well. I love it. I love that little shot as well. I didn't notice it until I started getting the notes for this, and it's very subtle as well. Blink and you miss it, but it does almost look like it's going to pan straight to him, but then cuts to the credits where people are being wiped out, and Brezhnev.
Yep, and Brezhnev, the way that Brezhnev gained control is because Zhukov backed him, because Zhukov had become a member of the Central Committee.
Yep, and that was the death of Stalin. And my God, I mean, I don't know if it was the biggest, like you said, it was more of an independent movie, and it wasn't really the biggest hit, but it has seemed to have gained a following as well, and it seems to have gotten more people interested in learning the history of like what communism did and everything and that. And it like you said, it condenses a lot of the events to just like a week, when it really happened in the space of maybe a year. But,
a year. Yeah, I mean, it's really you know, it's if you looked at the events as they happened, and you know, they again, compressing it just makes more sense from a storytelling standpoint. But,
and it gives a sense of pace as well, doesn't it? You know, and structure.
But the thing is that if you were just unaware of what all of these people did, and you know, what the Soviet Union in total had done, it would look like a comedy. But when you add in, you know, all of the you know, the deaths and just how many people you know, were terrorized their entire lives, I mean, it's really a tragedy. But this movie does a good job of kind of balancing the two. That here's the you know, the comedic portion of just, you know, what a parody of competence, you know, is going on, and the infighting and all that. But then you have the glimpses, because it very much doesn't want to soften these people and what's going on. So you do have the glimpses of Beria doing his thing, Molotov, you know, denouncing his wife even as she's coming in the room, you know, and that kind of, and then the way they deal with each other, and how you know, citizens, you know, it's so perfect to start with the symphony thing. Right, because it just shows just what control Stalin had over these people, and how terrified they were, and then this grab for power that goes on, and how everybody's trying to maneuver, and double talk as they do things. It's a great movie, but again, if you were unaware, I mean, it's still a great comedy just on top of it.
Yeah, because I mean, it does establish the characters pretty quickly visually as well. You know, Malenko not getting the joke, you know, it's and Beria just being kind of this just psychopathic sort of bully and guy as well when he says about shoot him in his church and bury him in that bloody pit, you know, because once again it's showing not telling. I mean,
Yeah.
you've seen the ridiculousness of the conductor, the guy in charge of the concert rounding everyone up on the street and everything before fear and showing great fear that if this goes wrong, he's dead. And,
Yeah, yeah, the
no,
panic. I mean, the conductor passing out because he's afraid that some listening device heard him say something marginally insulting about Stalin.
uh,
You know, that just all of them.
And I mean, remember when I started reading the Gulag Archipelago and that, then I watched this. I'm like, damn, this fucking movie gets everything right. What I've just read, this is like the Gulag. Everything in the Gulag Archipelago is summed up in these less than 2 hours here, and I'm all for it as well. I mean, and it's all done in this kind of sort of dark sense of humor, and I always kind of like how the fact that even though this is a very, very violent period in time, you know, the violence is very, very kind of PG as well. You barely see it because you don't need to.
No,
You're already sort of like sucked into the brutality of communism and all the harm it did to innocent people.
yeah. I mean, I love the fact that so many of the people. I mean, you see a lot of people getting shot. You don't see big bloody or whatever. I mean, it's literally bang. Okay, well, they're over. That's how it was, right? And you understand that Beria and the NKVD were killing, you know, tens of thousands of people a year.
Mm.
And it was just, you know, yeah, we'll torture you, we'll do whatever and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just a shot. And oh, by the way, we send the bill for the bullet to your family if your family survived.
Yeah, no, this fucking crazy, man. It's really crazy. I need to read that book again as well. It's I mean, sometimes I read it. I've got the book, but occasionally I will listen to the audio book. You know, if I'm busy doing something and I need something to listen to. And you know, people say shit about audiobooks, but it's kind of good for getting information when you need stuff doing. You know, and you don't have time to sit down and read. But I don't know
I think
what.
the biggest problem with audiobooks is that you tend to kind of glaze through it, and so it doesn't really stay in your memory as well as when you're reading it physically. You
I
know,
can sort of agree with her as well. I do agree with it as well. It's I think it's just because I don't always get time to sit down and read. That's the
yeah,
thing, and
yeah,
I know that's the thing. But this film, The Death of Stalin, a very good, clever, you know, fucking uncompromising comedy that really highlights just the insane reality of a dictatorship as well. You know, a
yeah,
dictatorship that went on longer before the Nazis and long after the Nazis as
yep.
well. And this stuff should not be ignored, but sadly it is. And more people need to learn about this stuff as well, so more of these mistakes don't get repeated, which unfortunately are, especially in England. But thankfully, we're seeing enough people kind of seeing through it a lot more than people in the Soviet Union did for decades. So it does kind of give me a little bit of hope. We've got a long way to go before we get our country back, if there ever is a chance of that happening. But I don't know. I can't. I do have a little bit of hope. I have a bit more optimism than I did a few years back. So maybe it's just me, but yeah, I don't know if anyone else feels the same. I hope you aren't feeling too down in the dumps about it. But yeah, I
I
think we
mean,
will end.
I think the black pill is like if you're black pilled, then leave. You know, there's absolutely no reason to stay if you don't think there's hope. But if you have hope,
I know.
you know, then you have to act on it. You have to do something to, you know, to help deliver whatever thing you have hope in. Right? This outcome is what I want. So okay, I'm gonna have to do the work, and I don't want to hear,
Mm,
you know, you know, my vote means nothing or whatever. And I was like, well, then leave. What are you doing? Why are you
mm.
hanging around? If you believe that you have no power to change, you know, the outcomes, we'll go somewhere you can.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it's like what people did in Cuba as well, just trying to fucking risk getting eaten by sharks just to move to America, so they don't get, so they can avoid the dictatorship that was going on by Fidel Castro all those years ago.
Yeah.
But,
And I think again, I mean, Solzhenitsyn's, you know, essay, "Live not by lies." That's the one thing you can do. It's like, well, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to go out and help, you know, for some political candidate or something like that. What you can do is not not speak the lies that the the government wants you to say, right? The things that you know are not true. You don't. That's the biggest thing is don't let them co-opt your own mind and your power to speak.
Yeah. I'm a bug out. Yeah, see you later, man. And we will be ending the show now. But final thoughts on the death of Stalin, man, before we go.
I think I mean the cast is fantastic,
Yeah.
and it is just watching really good actors, delivering these lines not only from the comedic standpoint, and oh by the way, I mean the comedy is hilarious in this, but also being able to carry that undertone of menace. Again, the even though like Steve Buscemi isn't nearly big enough to play Khrushchev, and the guy you have playing Beria is ludicrously larger than Beria. Beria was a little rat, kind of figure, a little tiny guy. But they managed to deliver the characters so well, and I think there's just so many clever things going on in this movie that if you haven't seen it, please, dear God, watch it. And if it's been a while since you watched it, watch it again. There's always the thing about great movies is the more you watch them, the better they get.
I know. I mean, you can probably find more great layers littered around this as well. But it's like, it's also very good if you know your history a little bit more about what Stalin did when Maria mentions about her parents being killed years ago. I was like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about there. Yeah, fucking hell, Jesus Christ, that's touching on that.
Yep.
So thank you very much, Emperor Goodwin, and thank you very much, Kit Anders, and Shut Up Matt, and Admiral Teague, and Common People, and for subbing and subbing me, and hope you get to unsub and sub me again in our next stream. So Wear Me Spoons as well. Thank you for joining us, and Snotter Poopus. And who else? I don't want to miss anyone else.
I saw Gavin.
Gavin. Yeah, Gavin. Sorry, man. I think I saw you once or twice on there. So yeah.
Oh, by the way, since Gavin was listening, damn you, Gavin, for your list. That's just a prophylactic thing that I do because he makes the movie lists for Mr. Brown when we cover years of movies, and Gavin always chooses the worst movies. He never gets any of the good ones. So. I just prophylactically have to insult him whenever I get a chance.
Yeah, but sometimes talking about bad movies can be just as fun because there's something fun about watching how a movie. What the fuck is this director thinking? Why did they edit it that way? It makes no sense. It's stupid. But
the problem is he never gets the bad good movies, right? The ones that are so bad that then they suddenly become entertaining. No, he just gets the ones that just die in the valley of bad, and that's where they're at.
Oh man, yeah, John the Beagle Dad, thanks very much as well, and you've been really good, and yeah, thanks for the super chats as also, and Blue Collar Lowers. We'll try and do another stream sometime. I think I might do Nick. I really want to talk about Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage one day. So I love that movie. I just love it. It's just fun. Yeah, Pedro Pascal's in it, but fuck it. So
yeah, well.
So yeah, and that is unfortunately the end. So please join me on Sunday when we'll be talking about Miami Vice episode, The Home Invaders with Admiral Teague and Kung Fu Hot Dog, and anyone else that wants to jump on. And next Friday, me and Lord Toxic, and hopefully some more guests will be talking about Obsession because, yeah, it's been fucking killing it. And I watched it a second time and I really loved it more. And it really does look like one of those movies you can see a lot more shit going on in when the more you watch it. So definitely worth talking about, see if I learn any more, because that means I'll have to watch it a fair time, and hopefully I'll have more interesting things to talk about with that movie. So Emperor Goodwin, anything you want to promote before we head out?
Let's see, later this evening I'll be on Film Comics Explained. Niet's doing Minority Report, where we'll kind of talk pop culture, and then Sunday we do Movie Nights with Niet, where we cover pretty good movies. I think we're doing Spider-Man this time around, and then Nick on The Plot Strikes Back on Monday. We cover Masculine Mondays, where we talk about the masculine themes of particular movies. that we cover, and I'm trying to remember what the hell we're covering Monday. I will somehow. Oh, that's right, Escape from New York. That's what we're covering this time around.
Oh, fucking classic, man.
Oh God.
I've already covered it, but God, I kind of want to cover it again. I'm not gonna lie, I just love that movie. It's schlock. It's almost like John Carpenter schlock, but it's schlock done well because there's a great charm to it all. And
I think Carpenter's I mean, he's one of the really great directors that always kind of gets lumped into, oh, he's a B-level director, and I was like, he's not. You know, yeah, he may at times be working with smaller budgets, but nobody understands how to use a camera to convey the language of cinema better than John Carpenter. And a Big Trouble in Little China is the proof of that. You know, only someone who really understands how you tell stories with cameras could lie to you with the camera and tell you that Kurt Russell's actually the hero of that movie when he's not. He's the comedic sidekick. That's the way it's written, and that's why it was so confusing when it came out. Is people were just like, wait, what's but it's telling me that he's the hero, and I was like, he's not. That's part of his cleverness, right?
Yeah, he thinks he's the hero, isn't he?
Yes, he's absolutely convinced. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you got James Hong just fucking pulling out the weirdest deliveries ever. It's like, shut up, Mr. Patton. You're not putting this up to get it.
The world is not here for you to get it.
I love it. Everyone just looks like they're having fun, and you can always tell, like, even though John Carpenter was growing frustrated with the studios, he always seems to have fun in the commentaries with Kurt Russell, and you can really tell there's a real genuine friendship there as well. And I love it.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, and everyone in the chat, thanks for keeping it going as well. And do share and like, and once again, if there's a hype button, please press the hype button, because it really helps the channel. Let's try see if we can get up to 2K before the end of the year. If we can't, no big deal. But
it is a big deal. I will send you to the Google log if you don't help out.
Yeah, or have you a shot. So
exactly.
So whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, thanks for watching. But right now, that's us done, and we're off to the pub for a nice cold pint because it's fucking boiling. Stay infidel, my friends.